Welcome. It's the Bob and Tom Show. How are you? There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hey, chick.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Hi, Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick McGee with an itchy nose. Does that mean I'm going to have a visitor or something? Itchy nose? Have you heard that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or somebody's talking about you, one of the two.
Not yours, Bernie.
Oh.
Hi, Tom. How are you, buddy?
I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
Itchy nose?
Itchy nose. You're going to have a visitor. Yeah.
Why are you always fighting?
Because I'm Irish.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't think we can necessarily take an entire people and in such a negative way, Pat. But
yeah, all of your negative qualities, personality traits, are because you're Irish.
We walk in a room, go, "Where's the fight and what's it about?"
Well, we have a lot to get to here. So let's just start right now.
Let's just dive in.
Okay.
Let's just do it.
Okay. What have you got over there?
What have I got over here? I've got the NBA playoffs last night, and it looks like the Celtics, the conventional wisdom, the CW, that's what they call that. I don't know if they call it.
They got their own channel.
Conventional wisdom, yeah. Jason Tatum injured last night for the Celtics, had to leave at the end of the third quarter. It looks like. That's right, the injury of the 2020s Achilles, and
Can we from now on say Achilles?
Achilles tendon.
Yeah, that's so much. It's so much funnier.
And as it was pointed out to me on my TV, this isn't like the NFL. You're stopping and starting in NBA. And Achilles, he's probably most likely, if that's what it is, going to miss next season as well. So he's out of the playoffs, and depending on. But all the telltale signs, they slowed down and went. Yeah. It's no good. No good at all, Pat. You don't want that.
No.
A lot of pain with that.
Line rolling up.
And like a window shade.
Yeah.
And the Celtics lose last night in New York to the Knicks, 121-113. Now New York has a 3-1 lead, and looks like, once again, conventional wisdom. Maybe the Knicks and the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Final, a renewal of once called Hicks versus the Knicks.
Yep.
So here we go, baby.
We need to think of a better name for that. The Hicks versus the Knicks.
That's pretty good. It's kind of iconic. No?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Do you like it? You like being referred to as a hick?
Yeah.
Well, I think if I'm a hick and call myself a hick, it's okay.
Okay.
But I don't want any of them big time
City folk.
Yes, calling me a hick. By God, with their skyscrapers and their
Fancy shows.
and their
Dancing.
Their
and
subways.
their taxi cabs. And
There are people pooping in the subway, throwing it at each other, eating bad pizza, calling it good by the slice. You morons.
It always goes.
Always goes to
He could have gone to just pizza.
Yeah. In the other NBA playoff game last night, Minnesota wins 117-110. They have a 3-1 lead over Golden State without Steph Curry. Looks like if there is a Game 6, he's eligible to return then. But Game 5 is tomorrow night. And in Minnesota, and the T-Wolves, that's what sportscasters call the Timberwolves.
That's not bad.
The T-Wolves could wrap it up on Wednesday night. And the ping pong balls have spoken in the NBA, Tom. You know what I'm talking about? That's right, the draft lottery. And the Dallas Mavericks had like a 1.8% chance to get the number one pick by way of the ping pong balls, which is the way they do it. And by gosh, the Mavericks get the first pick last night, and their conventional wisdom says that Cooper Flagg will be the number one pick out of Duke.
That's what CW says?
That's what CW says.
Okay, cool.
Cooper Flagg.
Is there a show on the CW called the CW?
CW, conventional wisdom.
People just walk around talking about what everybody thinks is going to happen.
That's right. Educated.
Tonight's episode: pick the wrong pope. Sorry, we didn't even have him in our field of vision.
Did you see the Pope yesterday? And I'm sick of tired.
He opened with a joke.
He opens with a joke.
It was good.
He goes out to the front and starts talking to Lester. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And Lester goes, "What do you think? You being the first American Pope?" And he goes, You tell me. I mean, it's just like it's like the Pope's a used car dealer.
He had an audience, and he opened with a joke. It was good too. It was a good one.
Unbelievable.
Oh, we'll have to, maybe we can catch that.
The essence of what he said was he was introduced and he got applause, and he said, "Well, I've learned that." If everyone's going to get applause in the beginning,
Right.
but it's if you applaud when this is over, if I'll know how I have done.
Oh, that is good.
And then he said, and also if you're awake at the end of this.
Yeah.
Gave him that.
But he was speaking English.
Yeah?
I mean, I know it's because his first presentation was primarily not in English. It was in Italian.
Spanish.
Italian.
And I
And
can't,
Spanish.
I can't
Because
tell you
he's from Peru.
how disappointed
as well.
I am. I don't care if it's real or not. He should come in with a Chicago accent.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do, all right? First of all, Ditka, Saint, okay?
It's Saint Ditka.
Saint Ditka. That's right. Mike Singletary,
He's got
Saint.
what do they call the? Forgive me for not knowing. Well, the vestments, the outfit. What is the? There's some papal, the big white one. There's a name for that. I forget what it is, but
I don't know what that
Cossack?
is.
it'd be
Is
pretty.
it vague?
It'd be that may be it.
Vestments?
Maybe it's like it'd be pretty funny if he turned around
Is the altar boy thing.
and it had a Bears logo. Cassock is also isn't that the same as a? Wait a minute. What's the thing
Cassock and surplice is what the altar boys have, so maybe it is the same thing too.
What's the thing and that you put your feet on in front of a chair? A hassock
That's a hassock, not a
or an
cassock.
ottoman?
A
Or an
footstool?
ottoman.
Ottoman. What do you call the thing? Do you have a chair that has the thing in front of it you move around?
Oh, I do.
What do you
and
call it?
My
An
chair
ottoman.
has a. When I lean back, it comes up with the chair too. That's the kind of
You've got the lazy boy thing.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I got
Nice.
a couple of those.
Well, there's a lot of papal regalia, if you will. There's a whole bunch of stuff. The pallium,
Oh, do they sell it? I mean, is that merch? Can
the
you?
Pope wears the pallium over his chasuble when
gee,
celebrating.
okay.
Now
Mass.
you're just making up
Yeah,
words.
okay,
I'm just
fine.
telling you.
Okay, that's a very serious play.
Mm-hmm.
Chasuble with Marilyn Monroe.
And Palom is have gun will travel. Right?
Yeah, that's right. These are all very accurate.
Yeah.
Coming up, we have some exciting things. You've got an interesting thing about the American language, which, of course,
I speak that.
Yeah.
well, you'd be surprised. It's about accents and how, in some cases, they're going away.
I have a theory.
Here in the USA, it's kind of an interesting thing. Also, we have chimpanzees in the news, alligators in the news. You ever wanted to cook anything in your dishwasher? We got an update on that for you.
I don't have 8 hours.
I don't even do dishes in my dishwasher.
And plus, we have coming up in the news. Everybody, hold your breath. The self-propelled zipper.
Boy, I certainly need it.
And
It's about time.
and it's actually quite interesting. And then we have a.
Haven't you had enough of pulling your zipper up yourself?
We also have interesting.
There ought to be a law.
Are you tired of living without fear of having your penis ripped in half by a...
That's why I went to.
By a servo motor gone wild.
That's why I went to the button fly. The zipper scared me.
Ladies, who needs to shave when you can have it ripped off by an errant zipper? Also, something right out of Star Wars that's becoming reality. Wait till you see this. I mean, this is staggering.
Yeah.
It's so
and
amazing.
You were correct. It is a cassock.
Is it a cat? Really?
When he is not celebrating Mass, the Pope wears a cassock.
Okay.
Well, what's a Cossack? That's a Russian.
That's a dance. yeah, it's a
I think they were considered to be some of the greatest horsemen in the world.
Is that right?
The Cossacks, yeah.
They had a special relationship with their horse.
Yeah, they were just excellent. Now, a couple of other interesting things happening on the way today. That would include, I've been playing, by the way, I've been playing cards with the girls, and I'm the worst card player ever.
What do you play? Uno?
Poker. What are you doing?
King's Corner, they're trying to teach me.
Don't know that one.
And after every, they'll look at me and go, you should have done this. Anyway, we have cards in the news in a fun way today.
Now, here's what you do. You teach them to play stud. Okay? 5-card stud. And then you go, look, I'm Mr. Vegas. Bet it all. And then when you take all their money, you say, see, you've learned a lesson. Don't gamble.
Okay.
You're a good dad because I know you hate playing cards.
I do too.
Well, I'm terrible. I have no, what's the word? Concentration, focus. I
How
can't.
many times do one or both of them have to look at you and go, Dad, it's your turn?
You're okay. The Bob and Tom Show right now, sponsored by BetterHelp. This happens to be Mental Health Awareness Month, And there's been some really good things happening in the world of mental health, one of which is sort of the whole movement to break the stigma, as they say. A recent survey, 26% of Americans said that they've avoided seeking counseling or mental health support for the fear of being judged. And that is dissipating, fortunately. And if it's something you've been thinking about, BetterHelp is I kind of want to say a new way. It's new to me in that I just learned about it a couple years ago. It's been around for 10 years. And what it's all about is accessing counseling and the like through the internet, because all of the therapy is done on the internet. So it's so much easier than having to cross town and go to an office, et cetera, et cetera. And it's done with a camera on or with a camera off, like a phone call, even texting back and forth. And it's called BetterHelp. The way it works, BetterHelp has some 30,000 plus licensed therapists with a whole different range of specialties all over the spectrum there. And they'll try to hook you up with one that will be suitable for you. By the way, you can change anytime. No additional fees are involved. More than 5 million people have been taking advantage of BetterHelp. So if you've been thinking about some therapy, some counseling, etc., check it out. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. I urge you to add the /BT Show because that'll knock 10% off the fees for the first month. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. Also, coming up in the news, a very unusual situation involving birds with a very funny name. I'll tell you what it is coming
also
up.
a visit from Christy's husband, Andy. Coming up.
Okay, good. And
We're very excited.
This will be
He's
great.
going to stop by.
Oh, cool. All right. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
We are here for a rare treat. We have one of the greats, Richard Petty, of course, one of the few guys who can call him that kid. Who's that little kid? That is the great Tom Carnegie. Mr. Carnegie, what a pleasure to see you, sir.
How's it going, man?
How many years is it, sir? Is it 61 years? How many years at the Speedway?
Well, I did 61 races, which covered a span of 60 years plus 1 day.
That's great. Every time, you'll see
And that was the horrible day I spent with Bob and Tom.
Thank you, sir. It's great.
We're honored.
We'll be watching that old footage.
Yeah.
You'll see the old black and white footage in the background. You'll go, that's Tom Carnegie. Well, it's such a great pleasure to have you. Are you going to get to do any announcing today?
I can't hear you. Is that Derek Daly?
That's
Derek Daly.
You might have met Mr. Richard Petty right there.
Well, I recognize him.
And his friend Todd Whitworth is here from
He
Window
used to
World.
come up here and bother me a lot.
Did he now?
He tried to keep me from setting a track record.
I just love the way you say it's a new track record. Now, we're
Oh, yeah.
probably not going to hear that today
And it's a new track record.
We did get to
There
hear
you go. See?
the stuff of legend, the great Tom Carnegie. Are you going to be able to get on the PA today? Do we know? Is that the plan? Does anybody know? Yes? You're going to get to talk in the public address system, I understand.
No, not. This is the only address system I'll be on.
Okay.
Is the Bob and Tom show.
Okay.
And then you will wear me out, and I won't be good for anything.
Okay. Well,
He does that to me every day.
Can we talk real quick? We only have a few minutes, and I know Mr. Petty is very busy as well. Can we talk real quick about some of your favorites from the old days?
Richard Petty, when he'd show up, was an old favorite. I like Jim Rathman very, very much. He won the race here, one of my old-time favorites. And, oh, gosh, Tom Sneva.
1983 winner, Tom Sneva.
Yeah, there's the first man to go 200 miles an hour. And he predicted that he was going to do it the night before qualifications. And he sure did. And you know why I loved him? Because every lap he beat his record. So I got to say 5 times it's a new track record.
Okay.
So my all-time hero is Tom Sneva. Derek Daly was always fighting for 33rd star.
See, usually I'm the only one that tries to insult Derek here, but now...
Tom Carnegie, however, did get me started on my next career in television, because he was actually the one that put me on television on Channel 6 here in town 20-something years ago.
He was a poor Irishman, came over here, needed a job, and I hired him. And
then you fired me.
$300 for the whole month. And he wasn't worth it, but I liked his looks. And you know who I saw yesterday out here? Your son, Connor.
Yes.
Yes.
Very fine race car
And
driver,
he's
17 years old and doing very
A
well.
lot better looking than you are.
He gets his mother's good looks. He's a lucky man. Well, what a great pleasure it was speaking to you. Tom, you look great. You sound terrific.
Feeling good.
You've got your wits about you, clearly.
Well, it is a little bit early to think of all those good things, but, you know, the stories keep coming back to me. When you've done 61 races, did you know I set a record one time here?
What's that?
A new track record.
How are ya? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin. We'll get back to Pat in a second. There's a problem. Is your mic on?
Yeah.
Okay. There's Josh Arnold. Hello. Ace Cosby is here. Hey. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. Don't cheat yourself, Tom. If you get a chance, go out to our back door, take a look at the parking lot,
Check,
and admire the parking job Pat did
This morning.
out with all the other cars.
Stunning.
I came to work and I forgot my
There's no
I had to go
explaining.
back.
You think this explains your behavior?
and you walked in here and said you'd forgotten your laptop.
Yeah.
Then you left and you came back and didn't have your laptop. So where is it?
It's at a car wash, apparently. I don't know. That's the last place I had it.
Oh, you haven't.
Can't find your laptop? Oh, I'm sorry.
iPad, actually.
I'm sorry.
The one I use in here.
Yeah.
Does this mean we're not going to be able to hear any songs today?
No, I got all the songs here.
Okay. Why would you have your laptop at a car wash?
iPad. It's an
It was in
iPad.
the back of my car. I went to the car wash. I take everything out.
You take everything out of your car.
Why, you think they're going to
Apparently,
steal? You think they're going to steal it?
No, I just take it. It's like I'm a nice person. I let them do their cleaning.
Okay.
Oh, they clean the inside of your car.
Yes, that's how I have it done. Yes,
Really? I got you.
Very fancy.
got that kind of money.
Okay. Oh, so
Well, you're parked about halfway into the parking lot, so just so you know.
He's done that before.
Yeah, and you choose
I'm
to
excited
park.
to get here.
You choose to park.
so wait a minute. So his
fixed
car
this
is sticking way out of
Yes.
the space. Well,
And
someone's going to hit it. You better
know
pull
what?
in.
Paula, I do this everywhere. Drugstore. I'm the worst
Why?
parker, apparently. I don't know.
Why?
Can't wait to get out there.
Why'd you bring up your girlfriend?
what did she have to do
She's
with it?
used to having it part way in.
Hang on a second.
Oh, no.
That's a gorgeous piece of business over there. That's something else.
I think you said to me once that you do that because you're afraid of hitting that light pole that's there. You know, we have about 18,000 spaces out there. You
But
can
that's
make a difference.
my space. Are we all like that?
Yeah.
No, but I do
And by the way, I'm
restaurant. You're not even, she goes, you're not even parked in the. You're not even on the in the lines.
Oh, that's incredibly accurate. What
Doesn't
he just
your
did. Yeah.
car have a camera on it?
It does indeed.
Don't you just put
And
the
you
button?
If
don't-
only I knew how to use it.
Oh, jeez.
okay. Let's move forward
Wait a
here.
minute, when you put it in reverse, the camera goes on, right?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh, I bet mine you have a parking button and it puts the forward camera on so you can see exactly where you're going.
Fancy.
And the mirrors adjust so you can
Yes.
see you're going backwards and all
You?
sorts of stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it sits there. I don't know how to use it though.
Okay, let's just move forward
Well,
here.
you guys brought it up.
Where was I? We had a discussion yesterday. Our guest was a race car great Ari Lyondike, and we were talking about Finland at one point, and he's from the Netherlands.
Right?
And I don't know the difference.
Yeah, they're both very cold sometimes. Here, we were trying to remember what the country was where if you could
Yeah.
get a speeding ticket and it could be hundreds of thousands of
It was
dollars.
in Finland for sure.
Yeah, I found this one. A guy was fined $130,000. His name Anders Viklov, going 51 and a 31.
Did everybody hear the hint of accent on Tom? What was his name?
Anders Viklov. What's got the O with the umlaut, whatever the hell? I have no idea what that means. I just put a spin on it.
Little flavor.
His license was suspended for 10 days. Again, going 51 and a 31. He was fined $130,000.
Because it's based on your income.
It's based
right?
on your income.
Yeah.
He
Hate that.
runs a holding company.
You, Josh, would lose your mind if that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You'd be down.
I'd be in jail because I
Yes.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
No court that I would have to go to would I ever respect.
It would start.
It would
with,
be a mess.
It would start with you don't know who you're messing with, and then it'd end with get your hands off me.
Sorry, I do well. I mean, I hate stuff like that.
Yeah.
$130,000, and that apparently is not the biggest one ever.
It's not.
No, it doesn't say that this. It just says this. There's another more. It's ridiculous. I mean, can you imagine getting a ticket so bad you consider defecting to Russia? Hey, look, I'm not going to pay this. I'm calling up Putin. I can get a nice apartment in Moscow.
Well, I could pay my speeding ticket. I got to go to my mortgage lender.
I was
I'll
going
be
to say,
right
I have
back.
to refinance.
I just wanted to clarify that because we were talking about it yesterday. Time now to hit the mailbag. You want to start or you want me to go?
Mailbag. I got it right here. I'll start. Openers. This is from Brian. Dear friends, I'm not from Michigan, but I can spell the word.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
Good.
I've thoroughly enjoyed the addition of Christy's husband, Andy, on the show. I was wondering if Andy has met Christy's boyfriend, Brock.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's
I haven't
that's
told Andy
years
about
That's a
old.
Brock.
blast from the past.
Wow.
But Andy is, come on in here. How's it all going? How's it all hanging, fellas? How's it going?
I'm surprised to see you here. I thought you enjoyed your time away.
Well, Chrissy and I got married. How long's it been? 6-7 years ago.
it'll be
now.
2 years next week.
Boy, it seems longer than that, I'll tell you that.
You got a nice anniversary gift for her?
I have it already.
Oh, you do? What is it?
When is the anniversary?
I got a beautiful gold race car necklace.
Did I buy that for you?
Yeah, you did. Thank you. I love it.
I just think
You, Andy?
Wait a minute. I think,
I think Brock's
arrived.
here.
Christy, who the hell is this?
This is Brock.
Who hell me? Who hell you?
He looks very muscly. I don't know. Is that the kind of
Christy,
guy you like?
Why you wear clothes today?
Brock, shush.
Make love now?
Well, every time she said, she make I'm here because have you guys up to speed on the
Yeah.
card she's handing out with our
This
dress
is-
change?
Oh yeah, I got one right here.
Only a woman would do that.
It's got a. Is this your actual front door?
No.
Oh, it's a photograph of a front door. This is a nice looking house.
Well, let me tell you something.
It says,
What about the card stock? I was very.
It is nice card stock. It says, we're thrilled to share we have embarked on a new chapter and have relocated.
Yeah, thrilled.
Now it says we. No, it says we. So you're moving with her together?
Well, that's what she thinks. But look at the front. It says welcome and home. And
You're right.
He's out. And we've embarked on a new chapter and have relocated.
I don't recognize any of the names on here, by the way.
And then it says, kindly update your records with our new address.
Yes.
Warm regards, Christy and him.
It doesn't say and him.
Seems disrespectful.
Well, thank you. That's very nice.
All right, I'm going to go back to the hotel.
Okay. Hello.
You're allowed.
Hello once again. If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom Show. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I have a letter here. This says, hello, radio geniuses.
Hello.
I did not know that Tom was programming another radio station.
Uh-oh. Did he hear Freddie and the Dreamers somewhere else?
Apparently, the oldies station, I won't give the call letters. I don't want to be confused. I just tuned it in, and I heard Grazing in the Grass, followed by Me and Mrs. Jones. I figured Tom had to be behind that.
That's crazy.
That is.
And by the way, this guy's the mayor.
Of the town?
Of the town, yeah. I don't want to give his... It's Mayor George.
Well, what town is it? Can you tell us?
I don't want to say, but I don't want the mayor to get in trouble.
Is it Chicago?
Why would he get in trouble for sending an email?
Yeah, but for liking Me and Mrs. Jones and Grazing in the Grass. Well, I've had enough of him. Vote him out. Vote him out.
He's Mayor George. Can you dig it? Of course, Me and Mrs. Jones, classic song. Very clearly lisping there.
It's plainer every time.
This is the I isolated the vocals so you can hear him lisping.
Very cool.
Not lisping.
Not at all.
I think you added.
No, when he says mytheth.
No, he doesn't.
He says mytheth.
Mrs.
He says no. He says doesn't say Mrs. He says mytheth. No. Listen carefully. Oh, yeah. It's very, very clear the man speech impediment.
No less than 8 S's in that whole sentence. I mean, they're all S's. There's no TH in there.
No, none of them.
Tom, you have the worst hearing in this room.
That's true.
And you're the one telling us that's what you hear.
It's amazing, isn't it? Let's just keep
moving. You know
moving.
what you need with your hearing? You need one of those horns, big horns you can stick in your ear. What's going
Like in the
on?
1800s, yes.
You know
Looked
what?
like they had a Victrola on the side of the head.
They must really work,
Well,
right?
if you go
They
like
must have.
this,
Yeah, I cut my ear all the time.
I know you do.
Wearing headphones all these years, it tends to eliminate part of the hearing. Let's see now. I've got another one over here. Again, somewhat critical of yours truly. I accept that. Dear Radio Wave legends. Oh, this is a nice reference. This comes to us from Nathan in Great Britain, apparently.
Nathan?
Yes. What's wrong with Nathan?
he said Nathan.
The way you said it.
Oh, I said Nathan.
You're the one who's listening.
I mean, my mouth is very dry. I think it says this gets back to the big pizza controvery.
What the hell are you drunk? So anyway, this gets back to the big pizza controversy.
I need more tea.
Whatever, Sylvester. Go ahead. Suffering thuckatash.
The easiest and best way to eat leftover pizza, he says, I eat it cold. Grow up, Tom. No, I hate cold pizza. I'm sorry.
I bet you've never eaten anything cold in your life. Or not even body temperature. I'm not doing that. Oh.
You pee on it.
You pee out of there.
Turn the lights off.
Are you done now? Speculating about things you don't know.
Are you telling me you're...
He says you throw it.
Is that what you're trying to
Throw it in the oven at 400 degrees for 6 minutes. It's like it's fresh again. Okay. Christy, you're saying no, don't microwave it. You say
I use my toaster oven, and I do. Was it you that said you don't preheat? No, you weren't even here yesterday. It was Oscar.
It's a wonder he doesn't set his house on fire every day.
Yeah, I just put it in the oven cold, hit it for 500 or whatever, hit the button, and when it gets to temperature, it's done.
Now, he said, I'm
50,
in lieu of the Chuck Norris jokes, can I interest you in Confucius sayings?
Oh, we tried those. Those were pretty good, actually, for a little bit.
Okay. So this is, this comes to us apparently all the way from Great Britain.
All right.
And that's closer to Confuciusville than we are, right?
I'm sorry.
That way.
I prefer Chinatown, but you're saying Confuciusville?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Confucius say, when the Red River flows, take the dirt road home.
Oh, man.
So you want
they're not talking about commuting, are they?
You'd rather have Chuck Norris then?
Oh, that was.
No, I like that. That's all right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Well, Confucius say, man who farteth in church, sit in own pew.
Yes.
That's solid gold history right there is what that is.
Do you have anything else over there?
Well, actually, we've got Raycon Love, which is timely. We're gonna tell people about Raycon. This is, it says, morning peeps. This is from Shell, short for Michelle, I guess. Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
My boyfriend of awesomeness got me a set of Raycons for Mother's Day birthday. I love them, all in capital letters. I don't think I have ever worn a pair of earbuds that I didn't have to push back in my ear while I'm talking or walking. And I'm a girl, so you know I talk a lot. I never stop talking. Talk. Oh, I
Does it say that?
No, it doesn't say that.
Then she continues, the sound quality, super amazing. Just figured I would let you know that these are truly the best. I will be using these with my meetings later on today as well. And she works for a huge company here in America, and I won't tell you what the name of it is. I will just give you
Coca-Cola.
IBM.
No, I will.
Apple.
I'll just give you the initials. HP. Let's keep it on the down low.
Check.
That's Raycon's earbuds, and you know Raycons have 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, and man, they'd make a great Father's Day gift. Here, Dad, here's something you might like. Aren't they hard? Who's harder to buy for, Mom or Dad?
Dad.
I say Dad, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's really hard for me to buy anything from my dad.
I know what Andy wants.
What?
What does
Andy want?
He wants more than one.
Noise-canceling headphones?
No, he wants several ties. You know why?
You can tie them all together?
Yeah.
Do you have?
He has several.
Did you see he had a delivery from Home Depot of some lumber? He's building something. It looks.
You don't have any exposed beams at the new house, do you?
You have a basement with enough clearance to hang yourself.
There's a beam down.
You really only need about 6 inches.
Remember that Sopranos episode? The guy goes down in the basement.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's.
How about the Chernobyl show? Remember that thing?
Oh my God.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Remember when they go get the miners and bring them in to clean out the nuclear waste, and it's so hot in there that they all get undressed? That's the way it was in this studio a couple days ago. It was so hot. That's Raycons and the quick charge function, just 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, and active noise cancellation. At this price point, yep, only with Raycons. Their everyday earbuds are available also in all the colors and a 30-day happiness guarantee. And we have a deal for you just in time for Father's Day. 15% off site-wide. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's 15% off site-wide. Buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Coming up, Southern accents in the news, how to cook in your dishwasher.
Hi, y'all.
And more delights. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
When we decided to do this, I said, Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practiced, and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. He really loved his trailer park a woman. Didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight, and his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. We all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell. With George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong. But I know he's tired of me singing this song. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye, Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
These are your
adopted
parents.
You are,
that's
okay.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm adopted. I was actually left in a basket on the stoop of a fire station. And had I been a Dalmatian, they would have kept me. But
damn your luck. Huh?
Yeah, damn my luck.
No.
But you were that's nice though. You were adopted, and you have a good relationship with your adopted.
I love being adopted. But people say things to me. I'm with my dad. A guy comes up to me. He goes, "You have your father's eyes." I'm like, "No, I don't even have his address."
Wow.
I think he lives near a fire station.
Somewhere.
You know, I feel blessed to be adopted, but I'm curious about my culture, my heritage. I kind of think I'm a light-skinned black man.
Really?
Based
Very
on
light.
what?
Because I'm big, you know.
Yeah, oh, I got you. Okay. Banana.
People, exactly. That's why it's a fun word. People ask, are you English, you German, you French? I don't know. I'm adopted. All I know about my culture is they give away their children.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
memories on the joke, so I try to keep it within those realms. I passed away in heaven, and up there in heaven, and the Lord connected us, so it was very safe. We know they're back.
Morning.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy Lee.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick McGee, and Tom is deep in thought.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going over some stuff.
What are you doing over there?
Yesterday, we had a great guest on the show, race car driver Arie Luyendyk. Really nice guy. He's been a friend of the show for years. Arie grew up in South Africa, but is actually a citizen of the Netherlands. And then he's been living in Scottsdale, Arizona for 30-plus years. But he's a two-time winner of the Indianapolis 500. He's got a great new book out. But at one point during the show, he mentioned he has this recurring dream still. Mm-hmm. And it's so interesting. Do you remember the dream, Christy?
When he was in South Africa?
No, he was dreaming about being in a race car.
Oh, yeah, and he couldn't find his helmet, and he couldn't find his driving glove.
And you said it sounds just like
a high-anxiety dream here, where I'm on the air and I can't find a song to go to, or Pat can't find his music on his computer. Or
This is Robert writes, I'm 52 years old. I still have the dream that I'm back in school. I have to do all these tests, and then I wake up and go, wait a minute, I'm quoting here, I don't have to do all this crap. I've already graduated. I think we all have these anxieties. I get the same one you get, more or less, Christy, the radio one.
Mm-hmm. And I'm at a radio station I've never worked for before, which is interesting. I'm not going to give the call
dream?
letters. Yes. But, yeah, and I don't know where anything is. I have it a lot.
Yeah.
I've had every profession.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if a surgeon, has the dream they're standing over the patient and there's blood everywhere and they don't have any of the tools or no one can understand.
I knew this guy that he had a dream that he couldn't remember the combination to his locker in high school.
Yeah?
And he had a really, really cool combination. And he still remembers it to this day, but during the dream he couldn't remember the combination. He told everybody just out of nowhere he would say, "Hey, I had the best locker combination in high school."
I did.
Would you like to hear it? He says.
Remember what it was?
I don't.
No, what was it?
8-18-28. And it was a master lock. Pretty good. And my brother, it passed down through the brothers.
Of course it did, because that's the way the Kennedys did it. Yeah.
No, but it was great.
8-18-28.
Can't forget that.
It's still my password for everything.
I'm glad you told us.
All right.
Can't you get locks now where you create your own combination?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that's the password of my bicycle lock, but it could be. Before we move on, I want to say that we got a really nice letter from Devin, who said he's a huge Arie Luyendyk fan. He tells a little story about how Arie had spent some time with his very young son, who was having some health issues, and what a great guy Arie is. So.
Arie remembers everyone he's ever met. He's very friendly.
Yeah,
good guy.
Also, he has the record for the fastest qualifying. Is that what it is at the Indianapolis Motor
Fastest speed ever, and the best hair ever in a race car. Boy, back in '85.
Yeah, there was a time.
Yeah.
He had a nice helmet of hair, but a nice guy. So there was, and he's got a book out there.
Check out his book.
Yeah, officialarilyondike.com if you want to get a copy of that. Now, it's time for us to move back to the letter zone.
Yes.
Do you have any more mail over there?
I don't have any letter over here.
I have a story from the Lynx
that I can share. Yes, Josh.
You guys want to hear a little something?
Yes.
As long as it's not golfing.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding because you said Lynx.
I know.
Okay.
This is actually about sausage.
Oh.
I mean golf.
Okay.
Well, I was discussing, I don't remember if it was yesterday or last week, that I had a pretty wicked slice the couple times I played golf and how I would just adjust my body instead of trying to fix the slice. I would just
your aim.
Turn, yeah.
You turn your whole body.
I would, as David puts it, play my slice.
Sure.
Oh.
That makes sense.
That's nice.
Well, he tried to do that at one point at a place called Wesselman's Park. And one evening while playing with a few buddies, he decided to play his slice. He aimed at the green to his left, which would be the next hole that they were to play.
Right.
He hit the prettiest wedge shot off the tee you've ever seen and got a hole-in-one on the wrong hole.
It reminds me of that old joke.
Ah, yes.
You know, the joke with the Hong Kong businessman. The punchline is, what mean wrong hole? The setup would explain.
Yeah.
So do you get to count that?
Man, you ought to be able to count that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can't because of the rules.
Yeah, they're very
whatever,
strict.
But
They are a little stringent.
That's
Yes.
great. That's so funny. Well, thank you very much.
Did you ever hit a hole-in-one, Tom?
Oh, no.
A legit one?
Not in miniature golf, but no, not in real golf. Not
That's
even.
still a thrill.
Oh, I love playing miniature golf.
Me too.
we have
you hit a
talked,
hole-in-one?
Pirates Cove, they've got the
we've talked
the
about
tunnel
that
and
forever.
and the dummy and
to have a miniature golf tournament
Yes.
just like they do the big time tournaments.
yeah.
No,
well,
I've never hit a hole in one.
we
Never
should,
got
we should do
close.
mini
Well,
golf day with the show. That'd be fun.
Absolutely.
You keep saying that.
Time now to check in with the sporting scene.
Okay, real quick from the NBA last night. Jason Tatum.
The Tater.
Thank
Call
you.
him the tater.
He was carried off the court wrapped in aluminum foil.
Oh, really?
Anybody?
Very.
He has a lower right leg injury. 2:58 remaining in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals last night. The Celtics just turned the ball over in the Tater. Moved for a loose ball. His leg gave out. He went down, and you heard...
Oh, man.
Buried his face in a towel, pain, grabbed his leg.
Man, that's a bummer.
Oh, it is a bummer.
And he's probably out for next season, too. The MRI is due sometime today. He had up 42 points up to that point. The Knicks beat the Celtics to take a 3-1 lead, 121-113. Minnesota Timberwolves win last night, beating Golden State, 117-110. They're up 3-1. Cooper Flagg, conventional wisdom, says that he's going to be the number one pick in the NBA draft. That was the lottery last night, and the Mavericks own that number one pick. Tom has his hand raised. Yes, Tom.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but I think it's only appropriate. We have a connection here. I have a nice letter here from a Mr. J. Tatum.
Ah.
So I think we have to interrupt.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Let's hear it.
Subject heading Ace. He says, great to hear Ace back on. Bring on the jokes. This is from Mr. Tatum in North Carolina. I think I would consider that a request. Ace, are you prepared?
What?
For the Ace Cup.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
The other day, I met a genie.
Oh, yeah?
A genie?
A genie.
Wow.
I said, I only have one wish. I want to be happy.
Oh.
Now I live with 6 other little guys and work at a coal mine.
Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Careful what you wish for.
That's coming out, or is that coming? Is Snow White coming out?
It's already out.
It's already out.
Came and gone.
And not doing very well.
Go on, that's right.
Disaster, apparently.
It was not well received.
Whoops.
Well, thank you very much, Ace. Glad to have you back. Thank you, Mr. Tatum. And we'll now push back that direction for sporting news with Mr. McGee.
Adam Heinrich had 2 goals. Stuart Skinner 23 saves, and the Oils beat the Knights last night 3-0 to take a 3-1 lead in their second round NHL playoff
Stop it.
series. Evander Kane had a goal and an assist for the Oils.
Doesn't Evander Kane sound like the millionaire who becomes Batman or something?
Yeah.
Sure.
Evander Kane.
It's a great name.
It is.
Lives in the Kane mansion. Wasn't Bob Kane the creator of Batman?
Yes.
Bob Kane and Bill Finger.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, and Bill Finger just recently got recognition for that.
I was not aware of that.
Documentary out about it, yeah. From the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles will start defending their championship at home September 4th against the Dallas. A matchup for the regular season kickoff game revealed yesterday by the NFL, and the first in a series of announcements this week ahead of the full schedule release on Thursday.
Full release.
Full.
Well, you
Beautiful.
got to have a full release.
Sure, yeah.
In honor of the owner of the New England Patriots, we're doing a full release this afternoon at a small strip mall in Florida.
I wish they'd say that. You ever have half a release?
Does that happen?
Kinda.
A full release?
Half.
Where you like
half.
You do have a release, but if for whatever reason something kind of went wrong.
Right, Like if the cop showed up, something like that. We're going to find out more about this and everything else going on in the world. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
We should dip him, right?
Oh, definitely.
Are we gonna dip
you gotta dip him.
Yep. Evelyn's down, maybe? Is that what we're doing? Or is that just a hello?
Bugs Bunny to oi. There he goes. Yep. You scream like a little girl. Scream like a junior high girl.
That's all. Yeah, those two little bastards.
Now, before we let you in, I got a couple of questions I need answered.
That was unbelievable. Thank you, my friend. That was incredible.
Yay!
Thank you, sir. I knew they were at the bottom of it. Well, I made it. It's really, you can't stop staring at those two little. There's two hooks, and that's, so you want to hang on to something.
Volkswagen.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
Tom's Pat going to have a song this time?
Oh, you might. I'd
have you guys talked about a song?
We have not, because as you recall, Pat came in here, realized he'd forgotten something, drove home, couldn't find it there, drove back, and then parked halfway in the middle of the parking lot. I got a letter here from Keith.
There's Jess Hooker. Hi, Jess.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Ace Cosby's back. I'm Chick McGee. We're at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studio. Hello, Tom.
Got a nice letter here from Keith. He goes, I watched the season finale of the show Tracker Sunday night.
Yeah.
Prominently featuring Drew Powell, who was your guest on the show last week. Drew was in here with Billy Gardello. It was really fun. I just happened to be talking with Drew about something yesterday, and he mentioned the show, and I have not seen it yet. I want to watch it. Apparently, it's a great episode. This guy said it was the best episode he'd seen in a long time.
Cool.
And Tracker's very popular show. Justin Hartley. Oh, he's a cute.
As far as I know, it's one of the kids from This Is Us. Yeah. That's how I call the show. That's what I call
movie star guy or whatever.
Yeah.
The Manny.
The one who didn't cry.
He was the Manny.
Good looking one.
As often as everybody else. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Not the black guy, but the blonde guy. That's how.
Okay. From This Is Us.
We're rich.
Yes,
very
This Is
sad.
Us.
We have every convenience. I can't deal with it.
Oh, it's very tough.
He is a good actor.
We'll be talking to Drew pretty soon again. I look forward to it. Well, thanks for the nice letter, Keith. We appreciate it.
It's Keith, by the way.
What?
Keith.
Keith? Okay.
Short for Kiefer?
No,
Okay.
short for Keith Richards.
Okay. Time now to check in with the sports desk with Chick McGee once again. What else what is going on over there?
Are you
Nope.
I'm going to say yes.
No. Yeah. Christy doesn't know how correct she is.
Oh, okay.
Stupid world record. A man in India
Yes.
has smashed 4 world records for stacking playing cards.
Okay.
That's stacking playing cards.
4 of them, huh?
But they're not just stacks.
Are they?
Like a house of cards?
Yes.
Are they?
Okay.
You know how tricky that is?
Man, I used to do this when I was a kid. I did this all the time, and my mother would walk by and bump the table.
Oh,
really? Yeah, that's what I
sad.
was. It's nowhere to live, pal.
Yeah.
There was a time I was pretty good at it, too.
Yeah,
the surface, the key is a good...
The key is, if you, on a blanket, you're cheating.
I know, because sometimes you'd be tempted to put a towel down, and then they would really stay.
But the hardcore House of Card builders, you don't bend the cards, ever.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't bend them much. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I thought you might have bent them.
No.
I did. A card bender.
I'm no bender.
I did like 4 or 5 folds, so it was kind of like a corrugated. Yeah, that's the way to go. If you know anything about structure, you need to have. It's amazing.
You know the way to go is bend them and then just put them together until you arrive at a Lincoln log, and then you can really. The guy's name is Arnav Daga. That's ARNAV.
It's Mr. Daga to you.
DHEA built the tallest house of cards in 4 time categories.
I live in it.
1 hour, 8 hours, 12 hours, and 24 hours.
It's also my house.
So it's the same house. I'm just
love this.
ignoring
Just keep ignoring him.
We're not paying any attention.
So it's the same house. It's just it took him all this.
What is she talking?
He did some additions to the house.
What did he do?
What happened?
Andy, can you help me with this? Look, Chick, first of all, you're one of my favorites on the show. You know that. But I get this noise all the time. Okay. In just 1 hour, he stacked 30 levels, and as you ladies might understand, I'm reading what's written. Okay, so I don't know how anything.
There's a picture of him he's on a ladder, and he's way up there.
He later built a 61 level tower, enough to claim the remaining 3 records in a single day. Christy has a question.
Okay.
I mean, it's amazing.
Wow.
Obviously, the key to this is you don't have any dogs or kids around.
You're not going to find out if you don't ask the question, Christy.
You know what's ironic about this House of Cards? No deck.
Oh.
Wow.
Very good.
That's good. I stand by that.
I would say that amusing is
I
the
think
key.
you got the initial reaction of you all was incorrect. And I don't know. Often say that. I'll embrace a bomb. That was a strong joke.
I enjoyed that joke very
So
much.
I don't understand. Well, never mind. So
You see, cards come in decks.
30
You see,
cards in 1 hour, and then
I'm
it
not
took him 8,
acknowledging it
16,
because I'm
and
not going to a meeting.
I'm not either. 8, 16, and 24 to finish the 62. Okay.
And then what do you have?
You have a mess. Who has to clean that all
There
up?
he is.
There's my
He's a
picture.
young guy. Look at that.
There's Arnav. Yeah.
That's fine.
That's
Check him out.
impressive.
Oh, those cards are not bad. He's not a bender.
No, he's
he's no
not.
bender.
No, sir.
No deck.
What is how that's
That looks like the Empire State
the one on the right? Yeah, that is huge.
Any miss
Yeah.
fingering
Yeah.
Yes.
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 would knock that thing down.
Well, congratulations. What's his name? Omar? What's his
Christy.
Arnav. A-R-N-A-V. Arnav Daga. And
It's the same as being named Jim.
fortunately enough, we have Arnav with us this morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Arnav.
Arnav translates to Jim in your language.
Congratulations.
Let's see. What? How do I want to spend my summer?
Back on the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
you
be
have something
more.
to fall back on?
I would be more than happy to host your shows at a reduced rate. 'Cause I just to have something to do. Word from the NBA. You know, Reggie's going to be working for NBC when the new contract kicks in. He's been hired.
Really?
And Michael Jordan.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
He's joining NBC as a special contributor.
Is Michael Jordan any good at that?
I don't know.
I was curious about that when I read it.
Does he have any personality?
I don't think so. I grew up at the wrong time, cheering for the wrong team. So I love Bill Russell. So
Doesn't he gamble a lot too?
Apparently.
That's probably why he's taking the gig.
Yeah.
Because he gambled on the Italian guy to be Pope, and that was it.
He's sort of a serious guy.
The network made the announcement during its upfront presentation at Radio City Music Hall. They had the Rockettes.
Yeah, they did.
Bum, 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 bum.
Reggie must have been there because he was on Instagram yesterday in New York.
NBC will return to carrying the NBA after a 23-year absence. And the big announcement, though, is Roundball Rock. That's right. I don't know if we could get the audio by John Tesh.
Oh, God.
Roundball Rock.
He's made this interesting resurgence,
which was used by NBC for the NBA coverage all those years ago, is coming back. And the gentleman who announced this is the NBA playoffs on NBC, that guy, I'm not sure what his name is, but they talked to his family. He's dead through AI.
And they said, we'd love to quit our jobs. Use Dad's voice.
Through AI, they've reached an agreement, and they're bringing him back.
That's cool.
And he's going to be announcing tonight on NBC. It's the Lakers and whoever.
Wait a second. You think that's cool? I think that's awful.
How so?
That's wrong.
Knowing your voice is going to be bastarded out by your children.
No, it is not.
You're right. It's not. Did you know that John Tesh, like in his live show, he would like go through the process of how he wrote that?
Oh yeah, he would.
He plays the phone.
Yes,
message.
yeah.
That makes me howl.
I know,
Clip.
it's
I
so
love that
funny.
clip.
He says, I leave myself messages on my phone, and you hear him going da 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 on the phone.
He plays the voicemail back.
This is how I wrote it. He walks you through it.
That's funny.
I always kind of liked that guy. I mean,
I'm gonna one up all of you.
He was the host of Entertainment Tonight or something.
Yeah, and he also.
I think Christy slept with him. Go ahead.
I did not sleep with him, but he did gymnastic meets on NBC, and I worked as
worked as what?
I worked for USA Gymnastics at the time.
You worked his crank?
You said you worked.
Did you ever do the splits?
Work that door?
He would no.
He said, "Come on, Easter Island, let's do this."
There was no way that guy was playing around. No.
That's not a 4-head. That's a 5-head. Okay.
Never
So
mind.
NBC hasn't
like
had
a Jenga block.
And NBC hasn't had what for 30 years they have, or what is it, 20 years they haven't had
No.
basketball.
They do now, man.
Why don't you like that they're using this guy's voice, Tom?
Because it's a new game. Let's give some guy that's alive the gig. I mean, if you're making a movie about Michael Jordan or something, then you have it in there. But if it's,
I see.
I understand.
I don't think Michael.
I think that's a fair side.
I think Michael will find that it's more of a job than he thinks it's going to be, and he'll.
But I'm just wondering. I mean, just because there are many great players who are not good announcers. In fact, most of them aren't. And the same thing of great NBA players who aren't good coaches.
Plus, who's going to be more fun to watch than Shaq and Barkley?
Yeah.
Inside the NBA is the best show on television.
Yeah, and it's moving to NBC. Yeah. See ya, TNT. That's what they did.
Okay. I mean, well, let me give you another example. Do you think Bill Belichick, who may be looking for a gig, do you think he would be a good at commentary?
I don't.
As smart as he is about the game, would it be?
I think he would be too smart and get into. They like to say that's inside baseball. There's too many details. But
Did I miss something? Is North Carolina getting rid of him?
Well, there's a whole thing about we don't want her around.
Yeah, she's been banned, but
now they're saying no.
Now they're backing up on that and say you can't
ban somebody from the facility.
Yeah, evidently through, especially a state university.
Isn't she busy with her pageant right now?
She lost. Second runner-up.
Second runner-up.
No kidding. She was first runner-up last year.
Yeah, Yoko Ono beat her. It was weird. I didn't know Yoko was from Maine.
However, she still isn't running for Miss Hatchet Face 2026.
Boy, I don't think I could pick her out of a lineup.
Really?
I'd have to look at her picture.
She's a very regular brunette. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I want to know what happened to the rumor that she
24.
was a world-class sex worker. I want to know where that went.
Who knows? Leave him alone.
Well, sure.
Let him coach this team and shut up.
I would love to leave them alone. Like I would love to leave the Pope alone. And the guy who built the House of Cards. I'd like to leave him alone.
I need a sandwich.
There he is.
Well,
hang on. I'm a curious guy. I like puzzles. I wonder how this is all going to manifest and end the situation. I wonder if anyone's going to talk to him and say, hey.
No, they're not going to. He's the guy who would talk to people.
No, they'll tell all of us, and then we have to tell him.
And just cross their fingers that he's overhearing.
Okay, that's the beauty of this game.
Okay.
Right now, coming up, we have some very exciting stuff. Right now, by the way, I want to say that we're going to say hello to the Silac Insurance folks. And actually, they are represented by Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. This portion of the show brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. What's it all about? It's about the ups and downs of the stock market. You don't want to think about it. Yesterday, a big up day, but there may be another down day. You never know. And the idea of a annuity is to avoid the volatility in the market. That's the beauty of annuities, and the authorities on annuities, Silac Insurance, of course. So what's an annuity? Well, it's a way to have a program that's planned just for you. When it's time for you to retire, you get a steady paycheck. And by the way, you cannot outlive your money. So avoid the volatility of the market and be able to breathe easier with a special annuity from the Silac Insurance folks. Here's how you get some information. SilacINS.com. That's SILACINS.com. Another way to find out about it is just to make a phone call. You hit pound 250 and say the words lifetime income. That's pound 250. Just say lifetime income for information about annuities. Some restrictions apply. See if you're eligible for an annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. They like to say plan on it, live on it. And thank you, Silac. We certainly appreciate your support here on the Bob and Tom Show. We do have a link on our website to the Silac Insurance folks. Now, coming up, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. We've got exciting news from the world of cooking. I'm sure that Miss Hooker, you'll enjoy this very much. Did you know that you can cook with a dishwasher?
Yeah, it's the sous vide method.
Which I think is stupid.
Sous vide. She was on Lassie.
Oh, good. We'll look forward to that. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
We have time for another song, Java.
Right
what do you have in mind?
Well, I don't know, in honor of Christy Lee, because we love a lady with gusto.
Uh-huh.
But, sometimes people take love to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a title song for one of our free EPs this year. It's called Pull It Off.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
What's right is right. She was shining the spotlight, achieving a height that no one would dare. She breaks with convention, the mother of invention. This is the night she's taking you there. If anybody can, she can pull it off without even trying. She will turn you on. Using the magic, she's twisting the fabric inside out. If anybody can, she can pull it off. What's wrong is right. She gives it its own light. Paris, New York, London, LA. She brings it all back. A sensual attack. Whatever it is, that girl's got it made. If anybody can, she can pull it off without even trying. She will turn you on and on. Using the magic, she's twisting the fabric inside out. Anybody can, she can pull it off. If anybody can, she can pull it off without even trying. She can turn you on and on, yeah. Using the magic, she's twisting the fabric inside out. If anybody can, she can pull it off. If anybody can, she can pull it off, pull it off. If anybody can, she can pull it off. If anybody can, she can pull it off. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here come the mummies.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chickster.
Hey, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Ladies.
Yes.
There's Christy Lee.
Hello.
And Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Ace Cosby has returned. Hey. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
I'll remind you that, Mr. Godwin.
Yes, sir.
One night stands, STAN''S.
Had many of them?
The
club.
The club known as One Night Stands. Waterford, Michigan, this Friday and Saturday with Pat Godwin, live and in person.
Great club, thanks.
All right. And maybe we can get a song out of you?
Ready to sing, ready to go.
Okay, what do you got? What do you feel like playing?
Well, I feel like I'm very excited about something.
Okay.
That didn't do too well the first time.
Oh, well, by all means, let's give it a second shot.
I would have left that part out, but okay.
So I did a couple edits.
Oh.
Did you just subtract things, or did you add anything?
You're going to hear in just a second.
Okay.
Done. I saw Don Knotts at the airport once, but it'll always be Barney to me. I heard he was a ladies' man in real life and not a bumbling deputy. I said, hey, Barney, is that a bullet in your pocket? How'd you get through security? I saw Don Knotts with the real hot blonde, but it'll always be Barney and me. I saw Henry Winkler at a restaurant, but it'll always be Fonzie to me. I heard he was a mensch, yeah, a real cool dude, not cocky like on TV. I said, hey, Fonzie, sit on it. Let me hear you say, hey. He gave me a look and shook his head and kept eating his creme brulee. I saw Jaleel White in a grocery store, but it'll always be Urkel to me. He's all grown up and not a nerd no more, so I'm buying bread in aisle 3. I said, hey, Urkel, what are you doing here without suspenders and high water pants? He said, don't call me Urkel. And I said, did I do that? I saw James Gandolfini at a New York gym, but it'll always be Tony to me. I didn't say a single word to him. Don't want to end up with the fishes in the sea. Not one joke, not one wise crack. Don't want to say something that gets me whacked. I saw James Gandolfini on a treadmill once, but it'll always be Tony Gabagool, no baloney. Yeah, it'll always be Mr. Soprano to me.
Yeah.
It went slightly better this time.
I like
Very
that.
nice.
One day you'll see a celebrity that's been relevant for 20 years.
Oh, boy.
You know,
Oh, boy.
back to the drawing board.
You can run into, I don't know.
Justin Bieber. Oh, you want even more contemporary?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
How about P. Diddy? Put him in
I
there.
went from Don Knotts, Henry Winkler, Julian.
Tony Soprano's dead. I mean,
Yeah, the Fonz was what,
It was
76?
I really
have a
like
lot
the
of nerve.
guitar.
You're talking?
You have a lot of
I love it. I love it when he
Yeah,
questions
too.
the dating. Yeah.
76.
I'm trying to reinforce my friend's Josh point.
Oh.
Wait a minute, my friend Josh's point.
Josh had one joke that bombed, and now he's mean.
I don't think that you guys.
No,
like
you
that.
stand by. You stand
Yes.
by the deck.
Oh
joke.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought
joke?
about it.
That was an excellent joke. It was more than mildly amusing.
If you gave me another chance, I would laugh lustily at.
Let's try it again. So the story about the house.
chance would be to throw it away.
Well,
Guy made a house of cards. He made like a 30-foot towering,
not just any guy.
towering building.
You can't say that though.
Omar?
Our
You just have to say House of Cards.
Arnav Omar Daga.
Because if we suggested it's a skyscrapers wouldn't have what the punchline is anyway.
Sure it
so
would.
you have to say a House of
No.
Cards.
There's one on the Empire State Building.
There's a deck on the
Well, a
Empire State
viewing
On the very
deck, an
top.
observation deck.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
he's talking about.
Not funny now.
Yeah.
Let's hear the joke again.
You mean
can't wait
this?
about.
All of this exposition
I am
has
not happy
removed
with you.
all
You
of
know
the
why? 'Cause
comedy.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
No, you're actually right.
The moment's gone
song's-
again.
Yes.
No, I like that song very much. It's a nice premise.
He's right.
I'll give you 3 names of contemporary people, and you can do it.
think of some people.
I like the guitar.
I will give you
Really pretty.
$300 if you can name 3 contemporary people.
Not in this room.
Not
In what sphere? You in the arts or
anything.
On television.
Man. Contemporary people.
And it can't be your friends.
okay? You
And
could.
it can't be anybody that you've only heard of.
And it can't be Dua Lipa.
No Dua Lipa. Because she's kind of on her way out, right? Is she?
Well, she just hasn't had an album for a while, but
Are you kidding?
What was her last album?
I'm levitating.
That was 5 years ago.
20 years ago.
Right?
No, it wasn't. It's not an oldie. It's
Oldie,
a
but a goodie.
It might be 10 years.
Okay, let's just move forward.
There's an oldie from Dua Lipa.
Is that? Have we concluded our sports broadcast?
We didn't mention anything about Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Deborah's boy?
Yeah, he
retired?
Yeah, he retired.
Oh, he did?
I like to talk about it so I could say Derek Carr.
I'm trying to remember. Did that get a chuckle yesterday?
Yes.
We
okay.
did.
Yeah, okay, good.
And not like
Dak.
Pat's song.
You too.
Christy coming at you.
That song about running into John Ritter, whatever the
That'd be funny. Why don't you do 3 deceased?
he did. Essentially, Don Knotts, James Gandolfini.
She'll always be Natalie Wood to me.
No, he's got
Henry Winkler's still alive.
he's got Urkel and Henry Winkler in there.
Still alive.
Yeah, I know.
Winkler's like 80.
No, the Urkel joke is great.
I mean, the premise is though that you run into these people and they're they're long past those roles. So I get it, but
yeah, I think Pat. I think.
No, I don't disagree with him.
No, I do. I think that's a very strong song.
It's not making that.
Maybe. My mic was
funny, as Bob Zaney would say. Would you show it?
my mic was off.
Well, that's so you could Google and focus.
So you could read something.
Yeah.
I was figuring out where to eat lunch today.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us, hey, hi. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Are we shifting gears and heading over to the news desk? Shifting gears.
Shifting gears, yes.
I ran into Vic Tay back at the grocery store. He'll always be Mel to me.
I ran into Polly Holiday. She'll always be Flo to me.
I deserve all
Pat, I'm sorry they're doing this to you.
I ran into B. Arthur. She'll always be Maud to me.
Ran into Betty White.
Of course, I was in the men's journal at the time. What are you doing in here, Maud?
I saw Fred Gwynn at the golf course. He'll always be Herman to me.
See, now it's funny.
I saw Carol O'Connor at the Trader Joe's. He'll always be Archie to me.
Yeah, we got the idea. Okay.
Yeah, you folks at home can do your own song.
See how much joy I brought to bombing.
Yes.
Try with this, maybe with a sports figure. Does that work?
You didn't bomb.
I saw Roberto Clemente.
I saw Babe Ruth
at the garage park.
He'll always be a Red Sox to me.
He'll be a Pirate to me.
Go way back before he was a Yankee. So, yeah, that's really good if we can get something at the turn of the century. The previous turn. So sorry.
But he'll always be racist to me.
Okay, thank you. Christy Lee is over there. Christy Lee is, hey, Christy, this is your signal to try to save the show.
Well, we're going to go into the future, right out of Star Wars, actually. A Polish company claims to have created a flying bike.
This is amazing.
A flying bike that resembles the speeder bikes from the Star Wars movies.
There's all kinds of rumors and scuttle on the internet that saying that this is all faked.
The company known as Volonaut unveiled the air bike.
It does look like a speeder from Star Wars.
And there's no visible rotors.
Unless it goes by a bush or a tree, you can see the tree being blown by
But that could be faked
A
with
small one-person vehicle said to be able to fly at 124 miles per hour. The company said this groundbreaking design shares a lot of similarities to speeder bikes that were featured in popular science fiction movies like Star Wars.
But those only sat, 6 feet off the ground? I saw this one go about 25 feet.
It's flying. It's crazy.
That the air bike
But it could be fake.
Is the first such hover bike vehicle that does not use propellers to fly, but rather jet propulsion.
Oh.
The company did not release details about cost or a timeline for a production model. I believe we have
a little video.
Here.
Yeah, here
if you're watching on YouTube, if not, go to YouTube and check it out. Yeah.
I can't imagine it can go much.
There he goes.
Very far. 'Cause there's not a giant fuel tank.
It
looks fake.
No, I think that's just the way the GoPro makes things look.
Yeah.
But
I think if they were trying to fake it, they would have made it look more real.
Exactly.
Are you following me?
Right, yeah. I have no reason to doubt it. I mean, drone technology is what it is.
But there
you
are
think
no.
it's just a drone type?
There are no rotors.
Essentially.
Yeah.
I know
it must be inside there.
I know the Polish company that came up with this would have come up with it 2 years sooner, but they had to bowl every Thursday.
I mean, it's the same as the ones that they fly over the lakes. Have you seen those? Do you have those? Yeah.
They're not drone, or there are no rotors because they're jet propulsion. They're not a rotor bike.
But what is keeping what's keeping it steady? The jets. I mean, it's whatever it is. It's amazing. It
is amazing.
I can't imagine it holds a lot of fuel though. So.
There's a gyro in there.
Oh, you got to have your gyro.
Yeah.
I bet it's connected to a couple sprockets.
Sprocket, a gyro, and the flux capacitor.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Everything level on that.
So you don't have to worry about getting decapitated by this thing if it flies too low.
No.
No, it has braces on the sides that would protect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have your braces and your gyro.
Thank you very much. What else you got, Christy?
The company known as YKK, the world's biggest zipper maker.
Manufacturer from Portugal, I think, or Yugoslavia.
Japanese.
Nope, that's not the one I'm thinking of.
Is developing a self-propelled zipper. The Japanese-based company announced a prototype of the zipper that has a built-in motor and gear mechanism so it can zip itself up at the push of a button.
I'll tell you what, after a tough workout of taking a pee, I don't want to have to reach down there and pull it up. I just want to press a button and just make sure you got it all the way tucked in.
Isn't it about time you stopped trying to actually having to zip up your pants?
It appears that the zipper has industrial applications, with the company demonstrating the self-propelled zipper in a temporary shelter as well as a 16-foot tall membrane.
Oh, so we're talking like giant tents and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's got a huge
it's
tent.
not on your
but I mean, you can also use it for your pants. The trick is you got to remember to charge your pants before you put them on.
Oh my gosh.
See, there now, it's zipping up a giant
It's like a bug.
building.
It does.
It does look like a bug.
I see.
That's chock full of COVID right there.
Oh, that's all that was.
Oh,
that was just the COVID test.
That's why she's wearing. That's why she's wearing the mask.
Yep.
You can see Fauci handing a fistful of money to one of the signs. Look it up.
Thanks, Fauci.
The man paid for COVID.
So, wouldn't it be great if you have it on your pants and you get to listen? If there's no Wi-Fi, it doesn't work. You got to walk around through a zip rope. And, hey, you walk into a Starbucks? Hey, do you have any Wi-Fi?
That's the thing. It didn't look like it had a manual option.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
Should have a manual override.
You think all of our suitcases will eventually have that?
Not in our lifetime, I don't think.
Who needs it though?
Yeah, nobody needs
it. This is who asked for this?
God.
If you've got like a 20-foot high building that you have to zip together, it makes sense, of course. But not for your pants.
No.
Very good. Now, what's coming up, Christy Lee? Give me the teaser.
Coming up, we can cook a steak in a dishwasher, ladies and gentlemen.
About time.
Yes.
Yeah,
And is the Southern accent going away, y'all? We'll find out.
Well,
This is interesting.
If it does, you can kiss my ass.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
Bet it's been kissed before. I saw you hanging out with that little girl.
Oh, my.
Is that right?
Well, she's 42, but we call her the little girl.
Okay. You attempted to mop it up.
Oh, boy.
Hang on a second.
Whoa.
Some would say you made it worse, but that's fine.
Yeah.
She's weird. She smokes cools.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Those are all
Now
fascinating.
I know who you're picturing.
Let's go to break so I can yell at you.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Frigamall Records, the same people that brought you the all-bass Christmas album, Amazing Bass, are proud to present Jimmy Pardo's first solo project, Nothing But Air Bass.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Pardo. You know, there's nothing cooler in rock and roll than the bass. And these songs are so cool, I don't even need a bass.
Hey, hey, what the matter with the
So just pick up your Air telephone and dial. Beep, 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 beep.
Jimmy Pardo's Nothing But Air Base. Get yours today.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Did you get, I mean this in a kind of an way. I would imagine you probably had a lot of guy groupies, but not like in a traditional group. You know what I mean? In other words, dudes coming up to you.
Rod McEwen.
Guys who went to party with
Rod,
him?
Yeah, there's a reason why they call him Rod.
Rod waited for us in Hawaii. We were on our way to Australia, and Rod heard we were coming to, stopping in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
He waited.
At the airport?
He missed it. Yeah, at the airport. He missed his flight to meet us because he thought we were one of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because of the bits we did. You know?
What I meant was, as Christy, in other words, you guys were like,
clean it up now.
I want to party with these guys.
Party with these guys.
I mean, I imagine that'd kind of be a buzz. It'd kind of be a burden though after a while.
Oh no, it was all, we just like, I don't think so, man.
We got a lot of bits from these parties. We went to one party very early in our career. I think it was in Rochester.
Yeah.
And this one guy brought he was a blues collector, and he brought his famous, never heard before, Lightning Hopkins disc. And he had it on the turntable. And very carefully put the needle on there. And he sat down with his eyes closed, and some party guy ripped it out. Threw it on, put another record on. That was cool. That one. Remember that one? That's where we got Earache My Eye from.
Oh.
Hey, that's my record, man.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I'm in Bob and Tom's studios. April Macy was on Bob and Tom today, and I probably know more about what turns her on than anybody I know of. She's trying to play hard to... Oh, Eureka's! I swear to God, she is fire-ass hot.
Hi.
Remember me?
I do, unfortunately.
Don't worry about that restraining order, because that's expired now. But you're famous. You've been on TV before, and
I sure have.
Sure, you're used to the porkerazzi coming in taking pictures. I swear to God you are.
Oh, please don't say porkerazzi.
Porkerazzi. You don't carry pepper spray anymore, do you? Because the
It's
last...
so uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, your porkerazzi.
Well, the last stuff you carried stung a little bit, but you are from head to toe. You want my pager number, maybe? Is that something you might
Perhaps.
be interested in?
Pretty lonely.
Okay. I tried to hit you up on Christian Mingle, but your profile picture didn't really reply to what I had, so...
Yeah, you can go on JDate if you'd like to see me.
Go on JDate? Okay, I swear to God I will. I know what the J stands for. I had tennis elbow doing that all through high school. I'll see you, April.
Bye.
Sexy thing. Oh, my God.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I don't care what Tom says. We're having fun.
No, you're not.
Yes, indeed. We're at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Jess and Christy and Pat.
Yeah.
Pat already delivered a wonderful
Yes. Big swing and a big miss. There's Ace Cosby. He's back. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Oh, I saw Jerry Mathers at the grocery store.
And always be Beaver to me.
He's actually still alive.
Yeah.
No way, Mathers?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one.
That is one old beaver.
Tony Dow gone.
Tony Dow gone like he's Secretary of State or something. Tony Dow gone.
Top 10 characters of all time in television, Eddie Haskell.
That's all it is.
Eddie Haskell is
explain to you.
Eddie Haskell is a definitive.
How wrong you are.
What was that actor's name?
Cleavon Little.
No.
That would be
you know what? I'm picturing somebody very different.
He was in here.
Eddie Haskell?
Yeah, he was, and he became a cop in L.A.
Did he compliment your shirt or anything? Did he play the shtick?
Ken
a little
Osmond.
bit. Yeah, right.
Osmond.
But such a great role.
He was one of the Osmonds.
I saw Mark Hamill in the grocery store, but he's always Luke Skywalker to me. Sorry.
Have your fun. I deserve it.
That name I recognize.
Donnie, Marie, Merrill.
Saw Daniel Radcliffe in the grocery store. He's always Harry Potter to me.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe.
No, that would actually kind of work.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw Sean Connery in the grocery store. He's always James Bond to me.
I don't know where.
I'll handle this.
Why you're coming up with those, but couldn't be more wrong.
Saw Linda Blair at CV. Yeah, she's always Exorcist to me.
Exorcist.
What are that?
Max von Sydow.
Whatever the hell her name was.
Reagan.
Reagan.
Yeah.
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 No.
That wasn't Reagan.
Wrong Reagan.
That was Renfield.
Nancy, what's our foreign policy?
No, Reagan is. Well,
which one are the Russians? How do I know the Chinese guy from the Russian guy?
They know.
Mr. Wilson, tear down that wall.
I got head from Jane Wyman.
You know
Ron.
They were married, right?
Yeah.
Of course they were.
So there's no way. Hello.
But who didn't? Okay.
Oh, Richard showed up?
Yeah, Christy Lee is over there.
Always be tricky dick.
Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance News Desk, perhaps for the last time.
Yep.
A woman in Florida is accused of stabbing and robbing a man
Atta girl.
before urinating on his leg.
That'll teach him.
Send a message. That's right.
According to the arrest report, the victim
Exclamation point.
told deputies that he was in his tent Speaking to the suspect's
in his what?
tent.
All right. Yeah.
Speaking to the suspect's boyfriend when the side of his tent collapsed and he felt a few strikes to his head. As the victim exited his tent, the 48-year-old woman, Jamie Danielle McGurl, allegedly attacked him with a multi-bladed purple tool and a 12-inch piece of pipe, causing injuries to his back and hand. The woman then grabbed the victim's leg, urinated on it before fleeing the scene. With
A one-blade, one-horn, stabbing purple multi-tool.
He'll always be Manson to me.
What kind of a psycho?
It was only later that the man noticed some of his possessions were missing. I'm assuming this is a homeless camp.
What a fun story to do.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
Bum stabbing one another.
And you thought bum fights were objectionable.
Deputies located the woman, took her into custody. I'm not done.
Oh, so they found her at her house, or should I say, cardboard box?
Well, isn't that nice? What good wholesome
Charges
humor.
of armed robbery, aggravated battery, causing bodily harm were the charges.
Hey, look, now she gets 3 squares.
The woman
and a cot.
urinated on herself in the back of the squad.
Oh, boy. Peed herself in the car. Yeah.
I pissed my pants.
A mentally ill homeless
Yes,
person.
and we're...
Hey, look.
Chuckle.
Yeah.
Hey, before she peed on the guy, she had the courtesy to sting him with the jellyfish. Your Honor, I was trying to take away the pain. Was this on a beach, or did I just imagine that?
You imagined
Was it on a beach?
I think you imagined it was
It
funny.
was in Florida. Well, Pompano Beach. So
It
I
was a
don't.
good story.
It's in Pompano Beach. I don't know if they were on the beach.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Kids, we're going to Palm Beach.
I doubt it. The Chamber of Commerce.
Mom, can we go to Bum Beach, please?
Oh, I stepped in spilled baked beans. That's Bum Beach for you.
Mom, I got a syringe in my
I'm glad it was
foot.
just baked beans.
Bum Beach.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have. I didn't realize it was that
Let me
pathetic
ask you
and awful.
For all the show prep you do.
So how deep did you get into the story before you went?
I just thought it was funny that the guy, in the course of
this is all he got
in the
to.
course of being beaten up,
He got urinated on.
Like
That's
she
what
has-
He's laughing about
she
it.
has somehow is capable of peeing on the guy.
Let's not forget one of Tom's key jokes in this whole hunk. They found her in her house. By that I mean her cardboard box.
I forgot it was my fault that she lives there.
He especially enjoyed
I forgot it.
Well, I guarantee you she's not making dishwasher steak because she doesn't have a dishwasher. An Australian chef going viral for cooking his steak in the dishwasher, Simon
what about
Luxton,
the shrimp on the barbie?
co-host of a show called Under-Seasoned Barbecue, vacuum sealed the meat, ran it through a full dishwasher cycle.
Oh.
He said he tried to debunk the idea that one could cook a steak in the dishwasher, but was shocked when it worked. The steak came out at 122 degrees rare, edge to edge. Luxton then gave it a quick sear, served it to his wife and daughter, ran the dishwasher with actual dishes, but skipped the soap just in case.
His wife and daughter did not pull through.
Filet a la Cascade, lovely. Why did I think it wouldn't cook? I mean, think about it. The dishwasher gets plenty hot. He's got it vacuum sealed. But what's the point?
And then he had to sear it afterwards.
Right.
But that's how you sous vide.
Sure. Oh, you sear any sous vide?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
usually
Okay.
Afterwards. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, this reminds
What's
me.
the point of sous vide? I don't understand.
It cooks it at a low temperature, a consistent low temperature for a long period of time.
Oh, it's like
Does it make
smoking.
it juicier? Or?
Yes,
Like smoking a little bit.
Yeah, kind of like that, I guess. But it stays. It's more consistent. The temperature in the middle, and then you can sear the sides, and you still get the juice.
Is it
middle.
delicious?
It is delicious. It is delicious.
So you think this would be a good way to make a steak?
Yeah, I could make one here. We could try it.
You know, Tom, I don't know if we can get him to share it or not. Perhaps in lieu of Tom doing it, I could. Oh, what you should do is, you ever have a salt steak?
Oh,
what you do is you get today's New York Times, okay? You soak it.
Even a lesser publication will do. You could take.
ahead.
No.
You
can take
salt the outside of the steak and then wrap it in paper and soak it in water.
No, you take a giant thing of Morton salt.
Giant thing.
And you
kosher salt, I would assume.
You put like an inch thick thing of it, and then you put the steak on it, then you coat the other side of it.
Yeah.
And then you wrap the paper up and you tie it with twine.
That's right.
Then you put it in a bucket.
You have a crust on it, right?
You put it in a bucket.
Goes all over the meat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is, I'm sure it's very unhealthy, but it's delicious.
We've done this with fish. I've never done it with.
And then, in other words, it's like you've got a football essentially,
right?
Coated in salt. You dunk the newspaper you dunk the whole thing in a bucket, get it all wet, then you put it on the grill. Cooks real slow. And if it's the New York Times, just make sure it's not the editorials.
Poisonous.
That it's going to come out all red.
Oh, why is Beetle Bailey on my steak?
What are the Lockhorns doing?
Then
you do the thing you talked about where you sear it at the end.
Yeah.
Are Tom and Christy and I the only ones that remember the magic
of
the otherworldly nature of Silly
Putty?
Yeah. Anybody?
I remember it.
We had it. Yeah.
So it blew my mind when you could
press it on the comics and it would
color the whole thing would come right up on the Silly Putty.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You remember that? You play with Silly Putty?
And in today's world, you can do everything with an iPhone.
You can't put your iPhone onto a newspaper and then look at your phone and have
Right.
the comic right there.
Can't do that. Well, you could take a picture
with
of
the
it.
subscription.
Yeah, you can skip a step. It's right there. But this reminds me of this.
Forgot there was a
cooking the steak is probably extremely impractical. This is like, remember the thing where the guy, I drive from Newark to Philadelphia and I put my sandwich on the manifold and we'd interview him, except he died of some kind of cancer from.
This dishwasher steak sounds more practical than your newspaper deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Way less work.
Oh, it's less work, but it's no fun.
Yes, it is fun.
What's the fun part about
I can't wash the dishes. I've got our dinners in there.
I can't read the newspaper. There's a piece of meat in it.
Like you'd read a newspaper. I'm sorry. I'll get a copy of the Daily Worker for you. I'm sorry. That's Kostaki.
Yeah, who are you calling?
I'm kidding. Let's move. What's coming up, Christy? Just give me the teaser.
Oh, I don't know. Let me look. Wow, we talked about the Southern accent going away. We also have
Southern Nights.
Would you shorten your life to let your pet live longer?
No.
Oh, so let's say we're going to live to 95. Would I live to 90 to have my cat live 5 years more?
Yes.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
For a cat? No, a dog I can see, but a cat? There are a lot of cats out there.
Crazy.
There are a lot of cats.
Many different personalities. You guys are nuts.
You're nuts with different personalities from a cat. There's distant, there's cold, there's uninterested.
Don't call me crazy just because one of my cats is a distinguished artist and the other
But you would take years off your life?
Yeah.
We'll find out. This is very exciting. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Behind me is the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm here to give you some of the fashion do's and don'ts of the biggest party at the race. Let's talk footwear on race day. You want to wear something comfortable, something you can walk in, something not too expensive. My choice, the Nike Air Monarchs. They're in your garage, next to the lawnmower. Your dad wears them. Don't wear this. This is a Croc. I don't care if it's in sport mode. The holes do give you hilarious tan lines, but you don't want to get any trough juice on your little toesies. If you run into a man wearing these, run away. Any man wearing weatherproof boots at the track has a mind for destruction. He washed his face in the trough this morning. He's been drinking Mountain Dew and moonshine since 6 a.m. If you bump into him, give him a go Colts and keep it moving. What to wear on race day. In the morning, it'll be a little colder. This is my favorite piece of clothing that I own. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. No big deal. Any shirt with the name of an alcohol and the word racing is one of the coolest things you can wear here. This one's sort of a deep cut. Rolling Stone shirt. The concert took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Colt skier will do, but I say go the extra mile. This is a Colt shirt with a St. Elmo shrimp cocktail. I'm not a big fan of wearing sports jerseys for a team that is out of season. Colts aren't playing, and the Pacers also aren't playing. Quick rule for basketball jerseys at the race. You want to wear your Larry Bird Indiana State jersey? Don't. You want to wear your Reggie Miller jersey? Don't. Rick Smits? Don't. Paul George? Don't think about it. George Hill? Not at all. It's too expensive, too cool, and it's going to get covered in Busch Light. You want to wear a Lance Stevenson jersey. Any Pacer that was here less than 3 years. Maybe a Danny Granger jersey. If you're wearing a basketball jersey, pop it off around lap 50. I hear you. Willie, I have a gut. If you're embarrassed about being fat, move to France. This is America and you're allowed to have a gut. You're saying, Willie, I got pimples on my back. I got stretch marks. This time of the year, that's your stars and stripes, my friend. Pop it off and let that flag fly. This is the coolest thing you can wear at the race, an actual Indy 500 shirt. Bonus points if you have an armpit hole or some sort of fraying around the neck. There is one more acceptable shirt to wear to the race. This is what a race fan looks like. Garfield's creator, Jim Davis, is from Indiana. The most famous person from Indiana. Suck it, Greg Kinnear. On race day, you're going to want a nice hat. You can go with an official Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat, or you can go with a cooler Indianapolis 500 hat that I got on 16th Street from a guy selling tacos. Anything with the word Indy on it. I'd recommend a Colts hat or a Pacers hat. The coolest hat you can wear on race day, however, is a Late Night with David Letterman hat. Of course, owner of the Letterman Ray Hall team. I do not want to see a Jay's Garage hat. I don't want to see anything Team Coco. If you have a Daily Show hat and it's spelled D-A-L-Y like Connor Daly, that could fly.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom. KIZZ-FM. Kiz. Lucky that doesn't start with a J. Stop it! Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Golly, Earl.
That might be a pretty good idea. I'd killed my wife when I'd wanted to. I'd be out of jail by now.
Dr. Ruth, when I'm dancing, what part of my body should not move?
Your bowels.
I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. I'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Using laxatives and a rectal scope, doctors were able to collect evidence over a period of 4 days.
I must have one.
Rectal scope is the mouthwash. Your color's back to your face?
Oh, I was gray this morning.
So is yours, Tony.
Tony, you're... I'm sorry.
Thank you. I've got to go. You're gaining weight. My wife, when the first time she was pregnant, all I saw of her for 9 months was her ass hanging out of a refrigerator.
And if you believe that, I can't say that. Bishop Emeritus Frederick W. Freaking, who headed the Roman Catholic Diocese. That's his name. He was 85.
Did they have to pull the freaking plug?
Hey, boys, this is the Pope. I got to go to the freaking funeral.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Hey, looking for the link to sync with Bob and Tom VIP? Yeah? It's right there. at bobandtom.com.
Super Center.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Howdy, chick.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
My goodness.
Can
Are
you
you
sing,
all right?
sing that song again? I love that song.
No.
Yes.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there. I like this organ a lot.
Yeah, right. There's Ace Cosby. He's back.
His music ain't bad either. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's very, very clever.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
Maybe if I'd done it in an Indian accent.
Yeah.
Most of us were having fun. And here's Tom. No, you weren't.
I don't know what you're talking about, you fool.
Josh! I can't be blamed. I can be.
I will never forget. We were over here laughing and having a good time. And I said, come on, Tom, we're having fun. And, no, you're not. And he
I
was
would've loved it
serious
so much.
as the day is long.
You're killing it over here.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. Now, we return to...
We don't have time to laugh. Let's get on with the show.
Christy, this has an interesting news story that is going to lead to a classic bit of audio from Tim Wilson. So go ahead, Christy.
Is the Southern accent fading in many urban parts of the South? The answer would be yes. Linguists say younger generations in cities like Atlanta, Raleigh, and New Orleans are dropping the classic Southern drawl. Migration, a key factor. Millions moving to the South from other parts of the U.S. and world, especially since the 20th century. Experts say the Southern accent may not vanish entirely, though, but it is evolving. For many young people, regional identity is no longer tied to how they talk.
Yeah, I think that's true. I also think part of it is television. I mean, if you watch local news, almost anywhere you are, they kind of have that flat. Yeah. They talk like me, unfortunately.
They told me forever that Ohio has more broadcast pronouncers living there than any other state in the United States.
Yeah,
when I have that flat accent, accent.
Yeah. When I was in college, I had a professor in linguistics, and he said, "Is anybody here from Northern Ohio?" And I raised my hand, and he gave me a list of words. I read them, and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, like it or not, that's American broadcast English." So
you were the standard that the others.
I know, isn't it? And you'd think I'd be good at this. That's what's so sad.
Well, you have a beautiful speaking voice.
You have a great radio voice.
Your thought organization.
That is just a mess.
That's because I'm so focused on the mellifluous tones.
Is that right?
That I'm trying to emit. But the Southern accents, so I love them.
Yeah.
My favorite commercial on the radio is we don't play it here. It's a guy doing a thing about timeshares. Mm-hmm. You know, hi, I'm Chuck. This is great. I've heard that guy. It's just this great accent. I love the guy. But I think that when they say it's going away, to me, the classic was always Foghorn Leghorn.
I'll say.
We have Foghorn Leghorn right here.
Well, Josh portrayed Foghorn Leghorn, of course, at Six Flags.
It was an honor to embody Foghorn.
But you just wore the suit. You didn't get to do the voice?
No, they had the actual guy doing the voice.
No, but I assume, knowing your what's the word I'm looking for here? Horny proclivities. I would assume that with the suit on, you probably got behind some. What other nymphettes were in the show with you?
The cast included Sylvester, Daffy, Bugs, of course, Tweety, and Taz.
But
now, was Tweety a young lady?
The hot one?
Tweety was a young lady, yeah.
So did you ever come up behind her as Foghorn Leghorn and say something provocative?
No.
I say nice ass.
I'd like to do you.
Because that would be an HR problem, would it not?
And oftentimes there were many families.
Right. You are working in an amusement park.
Did you date any of the
Yeah, I dated Daffy / Sylvester. She played both.
Oh.
And was
really?
occasionally we dated for a while.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to take the costumes home?
No, my gosh, no. No, you couldn't.
Did they dry clean them?
Once a week.
Once a week?
Yep.
Oh, you'd have to.
So by Friday, they were pretty funky.
Friday, huh?
Yeah, whatever the hell. I forget. Maybe it was Sunday, I think, was the laundry day. So we'd have to take the costumes to the big laundry place. And they would always come back wet.
Ugh.
Yeah, so they weren't dry cleaned. They were actually
Wash.
laundered in some way.
Right. So were you
so
off
that
on
first
Sunday?
day back, you're just like, no, they would wash them overnight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that with your experience in the world of sports marketing that the smelliest uniforms were hockey players?
The locker rooms were the smelliest in my experience because the pads just soaked up all that stuff. And
Yeah.
they never, I don't know what happens in football. I guess they can wash those during the week. Or do something?
Yeah,
or they
I
have a
don't-
whole week to air out. With hockey, they have a day or two. And
We would take them to the self-serve car wash and hang them up there like you would your mats and hose them down. that
okay.
way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, back to the Southern accents. So this study says that they're actually disappearing slowly.
Mhm.
That's a shame.
Mm-hmm. Well, the famous Southern accent recently is Parker Posey in The White Lotus. Everybody, everybody lost their minds.
Going
over
crazy
her.
for that.
Yeah.
Why? Is it good?
It's so good and so specific to such a part of Tennessee that people thought it was fake. But if you're from that area of Tennessee, you're like, no, she's dead on.
I know that Robert De Niro in that movie Cape Fear,
Yeah.
he had a guy on the set that just to make sure every phrase he said came out with that specific accent. I think it was some kind of east like Baltimore, or I forget where it was. But
do you remember the wide receiver in the NFL that played for the Panthers?
yeah. Yes.
Xavier Leggett.
I love this guy.
He's talking about raccoons, and this is his actual accent. Nothing enhanced or parodied here.
24 karat gold. Bacon, cooked very well. Fine line. I really need some of this shit back to mothers to my people. But they can try some of this.
We got a clearer one somewhere.
We do have a clear one, but that almost doesn't even sound like words.
No.
It's just very guttural and
Well, about him. Oh, here it is about him scoring touchdown.
And it does. It's almost like Tom Hanks like. And
It is. Well, and Tom Hanks' story is that the little kid who played small, baby Forrest Gump, right? That was his real accent, and that's where he got Forrest Gump's accent was from the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really charming. I love that guy's accent. And there's an unfortunate thing. I think people will associate that with someone being less intelligent.
Yeah, I mean, that's always kind of been the thing with Southern accents. It's unfair.
I know a guy who has a very thick Southern drawl, and he is unbelievably intelligent. Sure. And he is a really good poker player. And when he goes to these casinos and the people think, oh, this guy's a dumb rube. And then they walk away wearing a barrel and he has all their money. But I thought that, one of the things that does bother me, by the way, now that I'm thinking about it, is the acquisition of the use of y'all by rich white folk from the North. That's, you know what I'm talking about, Christy. That's become really common.
Yeah, I think y'all's
But I mean, by people that don't really, it's not their heritage by any means.
Does that make it wrong?
I don't think I've heard it.
I haven't heard y'all being.
I've noticed.
I've heard
it.
anybody with like a Brooklyn accent say it.
No.
North. I don't mean East Coast. I mean
Midwestern.
Midwest.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
We're having a party, y'all. Really?
Oh, they're just having fun.
You're from Shaker Heights? Really?
I mean, it's also it's also part of black culture, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. But I said white. I specifically.
No, I know.
Okay.
I know.
I said
once
white.
again proving impossible to speak to.
You're not allowed to weigh in.
I offered you the Foghorn Leghorn opening, and you turned it down.
Oh, that's what we're dealing
You're being
with.
punished for not.
What did I turn down? We talked about it.
He wanted you to go into the Foghorn Leghorn voice, I guess.
No, what he wanted me to do was admit that I sexually assaulted somebody while dressed as Foghorn Leghorn.
That's what he wanted.
That part is correct as well. Yes. A lot of his comments and jokes end up in sexual assault.
I'll say, you'll do what I say or I'll kill your parents.
That's right.
That's exactly. Wait a minute. Once again, I get my way. So this is a win-win for me. I forgot. What were you upset about again?
Don't we have a very special Southern accent?
Well,
we're gonna come
for it now.
Yeah, we do. We have time.
No, y'all, we don't.
Oh, it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna come back with it. What are you talking about, Christy?
What am I talking about? I'm talking about our friend Tim Wilson. He did a great piece on this.
The best.
Yeah.
Oh, Floyd shaved his neck. Oh yeah, it's coming up.
It is one of the greatest things he ever did. I think I just love it. We'll get to it in just a second. Right now, hello to our friends at Java House. Java House is revolutionizing coffee and et cetera, et cetera. I'm talking about sports drinks, tea, lattes. It's all about, let me see. Oh, here we go. I got one right here. The peel and pour. This looks kind of like a Keurig cup. It's just a hair larger. But the idea of this is you just take it and you just pour it into a cup.
And hey, by the way, if you haven't seen the brand new video with me and Josh and that Jeff Oskey guy taking a baseball bat to our old Keurig machine, it's up on the Bob and Tom social account.
Yeah, so revolutionize coffee in your house or on the job site, et cetera, et cetera. And the idea of this is so simple because you don't have to have anything fancy. You just put it in water and you've got your coffee. By the way, this is a cold brew, and this is something I did not understand. I didn't realize cold brewing is the way it's manufactured. It's not the way it's brewed, rather. It's not.
It doesn't mean you have to drink it cold.
Exactly, and I did not understand that. So it's the process by which it's made that takes away that bitterness. So Java House, we've stepped up, and it's now the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show and the official refreshments, I should point out, lattes, energy drinks, hydration drinks, even hot cocoa. Also, thanks to Office H2O, we have a great new water system. Josh and I were just talking about how much we like it. The water is filtered. We can get it hot or cold or even fizzy. What's the technical term for fizzy water?
Sparkling.
Sparkling, thank you. Sparkling sounds more elegant. Fizzy sounds juvenile. I can't believe I've embraced it. Time to break up with your brewer, no matter how hot she is.
Break up with this.
Get started with javahouse.com. The promo code is Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. If you use the code Chick McGee, nothing.
Nothing. You get nothing.
It's Java House. You've got to try it. And get rid of that, beat up your Keurig machine. javahouse.com, the promo code Bob and Tom, 25% off your online order. Be in the forefront of the revolution in coffee, etc. Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up, a really good treat from Tim Wilson. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. But still no raise. Just filed an offer to transfer. Wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on skate to pigeon forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. and sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking them vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know there'll be a time when I own this company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for a minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning.
Hello.
And we are joined in the studio by our guest comedian, Clinton Jackson.
See, I got the name of two presidents, right?
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, that's the way people don't. Yeah, see, Bill Clinton and Jesse Jackson. Boom. Just wanted to scare a few people.
Oh man! Now, Clinton, I was told that you were part of a comedy festival in Aspen.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, I was.
Now, do you ski?
No, I do not. All the other comics went, and they asked me to go, and I said no. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to be out there, you know, leading the pack, looking like Hootie and 100 blowfish. On a hill.
Bravo.
Bravo. I did not ski.
Of course, our house band today, the Black Moods.
Smack Tom. Smack Tom. It's time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again. Smack Tom. Smack Tom. Smack Tom.
I'll handle the lyrics.
And we smack Tom.
$10.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
The struggle is real for Mr. Godwin.
Some days are better than others.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
I saw Leonard Nemo at the grocery store. He's always spocked to me.
I saw Caitlyn Jenner at the grocery store, but she's always been Bruce to me.
Oh, see, now you got...
That's pretty good.
There's the end of the song.
This is so much better than the song.
There's
right
comedy
now,
in that.
doing this.
Yeah.
That's Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby's
I'm
return.
coming for you, Josh.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
How are you, buddy?
Good. Now, I wanted to get this, squeeze this in. We had an interesting story about the Southern accent. A bunch of linguists have decided that the Southern accent is fading out, which is sad.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they'll always
Don't they have something better to talk about, a bunch of linguists, than, you know what, Stephen, I think the Southern accent is fading out.
Mama needs her mint julep.
Let's take years to study this show.
Yes. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Yes.
But we have a classic piece from Tim Wilson that covers this, I think, brilliantly. Let's hear it.
Now, Tim has his guitar out. Are you going to play something?
I hate Florida.
Huh? Why?
Well,
you're from Georgia. That's why.
Georgia people hate Florida. Why? Because we grew up our whole lives wanting to go to Florida. Put a float on top of the car. Oh, my God, we're going to Florida. Drive 4 hours. You get there. Do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100, unless you want to be near the water. Then they're $400. Okay? No, we don't want to be near the water. We want to sit in a hot-ass asphalt parking lot with a float on top of the car and finish up these pecan logs we got in Valdosta. So then a hurricane comes. They evacuate back to Georgia. Oh, my God, do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100, unless you want to be away from the water. And then suddenly we're gougers.
Yeah.
Anytime Georgia people making money on tourism, it's gouging.
Mm-hmm. I see.
And everybody knows when you get south of Gainesville, Florida, you're back in Michigan.
Is that what it is?
See, the southern accent stops at Gainesville, Florida. You get the panhandled North Florida accent. It's kind of like Ronnie Van Zant from Leonard Skinner. Hey, man, all right, man. Y'all gonna go to Panama City, man? All right, man. And then South Georgia, they talk like Jimmy Carter. Nobody has any R's in their words, and they sound like they'll get their ass whipped, which was pretty much his M.O. the whole time he was president. North Georgia, everything got an R in it. Put the back tire in your car there. Pull it back around there.
Alabama, you open your mouth up real wide like this and talk like this. Are y'all going on Wednesday night or Friday night? I'm not sure. I may go on Friday because I got a dental appointment on Wednesday.
Is Paula Dean from Alabama?
She's from Savannah, Georgia.
Hi-yo.
She makes me sound like a Brooklyn attorney. Mississippi, they all talk like Elvis Presley. Everybody got that little stutter in there. Go and get it out. Jimmy Swaggart always sounded like he was from Mississippi, but he's actually from Louisiana. Well, I don't really know exactly what happened at the hotel. Louisiana, they got the French thing. Because they bought that thing from France. They just did it cooler than everybody else.
Where you at?
They're from Louisiana. Okay? We ought to sell that state today. Louisiana ain't been nothing but a headache for the past 10 years.
Really?
It's basically a concrete bridge with water under it. We bought Louisiana in 1803. Louisiana Purchase. If we sold it today, we could triple our money.
All right.
Arkansas, they talk like Bill Clinton. You can't tell if they're laughing or crying. Johnny Cash sort of had that. He was from Arkansas, and you couldn't tell if he was happy or sad. Tennessee, I can't do. You chew gum, talk like Charlie Daniels. And he's from North Carolina. South Carolina, you talk like Strom Thurmond. Everybody remembers Strom Thurmond. He was 137 years old in the United States Senate. There's some lovely young ladies in here today. Strom turned out to be a little bit hypocritical on the way out.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Strom Thurmond, the only man in the world that could pull out a Susan B. Anthony dollar, look at it and think, yeah, I slept with her. He could probably get that Indian woman on the Sacagawea dollar.
Yeah, probably.
I bet you if you check it, Bob, that's his baby she's holding. North Carolina, they talk like Andy Griffith. Floyd shaved his neck.
That is pound for pound one of the greatest pieces of all time. It goes by so quick, and it's just so smart.
Right on.
The late great Tim Wilson. We were talking about Southern accents, and
don't you love a woman that has a Southern accent? That Southern belle.
Yeah, I do.
I like any accent.
Yeah.
Now I've noticed, Christy, in several pieces on this show, and you've been asked to become the elderly Christy Lee. You have a Southern accent.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Maybe I'm going to retire in the South. Who knows?
And then you're going to affect that.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, Jess has that great accent.
Shut up, Pat.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
How are things in the produce department, Tammy?
I hate all of you. Every time this comes up. I hate it.
Does it make you sick?
That lives forever.
I was 21. Dean tried to help me. He did. I felt so bad for him, and he doesn't ever get frustrated or anything. And he was so kind until he does, and he was like, "Just go. I can't help you."
That was a classic.
It was something.
What was that name of that piece?
I don't know, Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Remember the laxative?
Here, I've got a little chunk of it here.
Here we we go.
This was your first week working here?
Yeah, it really was the first week I was here as an intern.
And Dean is a brilliant director.
He's great.
But I guess he couldn't.
Some people you can't help.
Yeah, he couldn't get the performance.
Some people you just can't reach.
Now,
Tammy Pescatelli's in this, and
She did
she's
great.
in the new movie Nona's with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, she is?
Yes, she is.
well, here we go. This is Cheetos, I believe it's called.
Hi, Tammy. How are things in the produce department today? To be honest, Maria, I'm not feeling well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you sick? Actually, I'm constipated.
Constipation. It's a terrible feeling. Try Cheetos today.
It goes on. You get the idea. Cheetos, apparently, it's a chip that is the first laxative chip.
Your accent wasn't anything to write home about.
That's right.
It's Spanish Dracula.
What are you doing? How did you know?
Hello. I am trying to be Spanish.
It's embarrassing.
I am from, grew up in Yugoslavia. Yes. It was called something else then. Thank you very much. We're going to go back to Christy Lee. Is that correct?
If you want.
Okay, she is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
56% of those surveyed would shorten their own life if their pets could live longer. That's right. The recent survey said respondents would trade years of their own life to extend their pet's lifespan. 56% said they would shorten their lifespans to guarantee that their pet lived their life beside them because the bond, of course, is so strong.
I wonder if they did a corollary study about wives and husbands.
Oh.
What?
Would you give up 5 years of your life if your wife or husband could live 5 more years?
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, is this...
That'd be very awkward if someone was looking over your shoulder. What do you mean? You checked the box for Fluffy, but not for me?
Yeah. 56% also claimed their adopted animal literally has saved their life.
Well, who saved who? That old... who rescued who?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you think, Josh?
Oh, I think there's absolutely some truth to that. But yes, so is the study, if I shave off some years of my life, my pet is with me the whole time?
No, just more.
More, just longer.
Well, I need to know what the trade-off is, but I think yes. Yeah.
Like 5 and 5. Like
Sure.
That was
I think
your
the trade-off is you have to do what your dog does, so you have to get your nuts cut off.
Because that... Now, if you were to say that I could lick my own nuts,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd trade that today.
Now you're talking.
40 years.
And scoot your butt across the carpet.
You know, my cat does that.
My dog does that. I hate
My
it.
dog does that, and she looks right at
Yes.
me when she
Like,
does it.
She's like, this is the greatest.
Yeah, what are you going to...
I
Thanks.
call it the booty scootin' boogie.
Yeah. You should walk into a carpet store and just with a straight face go, what is the best type of carpet for a dog to express its anal glands?
Is that what they're doing?
Yes.
Yeah. And by the way, that's a task
That you don't want.
you don't want to do. That's
My brother did that for a living.
God bless
for a
your
while.
groomer.
Wait a
That's
minute.
all I
Hire
gotta
out
say.
for
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait. Your brother did it for a living?
He worked at a pet groomers for a while, and he was the anal gland
expressor?
squeezer.
Did his business card say anal gland expert?
Boy, that's a unique scent, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a rough gig.
Awful.
Yeah.
No thanks. I'm going to pass on lunch. I'm going to finish this off and go take a very long shower.
Gravy, my cat does it when she's not necessarily just expressing her anal gland. She's actually trying to clean back there too. So there are streaks sometimes, and I have to clean those. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, my dog
But I kind of
too.
get it.
Yeah.
In fact, now I go to carpet stores and ask for samples. See, it really does wipe well.
Do you have any, brown-colored carpet, possibly? Wouldn't even have to worry about cleaning it up.
If you're just joining us, hello. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom program. And wait a minute, we apparently have something coming in on the satellite.
Oh,
there it is. Okay, there we go. It's it looks like the backside of Jeff Oskey's head. And is it time for a special edition of News We Failed to Mention?
That's right. Oh, I'm feeling great today. I'm Jeff Oskey with the Failed to Mention News Desk. It is hotter than it's hot.
Okay.
If you guys are cold in there, come in here. I'm under 19 heat lamps.
Okay.
I feel like a rotisserie chicken. We give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we
Here's
failed to mention.
Jeff Oskey with Failed to Mention News.
All right, he's doing some pre-joke stretching there.
We learned that they are petitioning to change the Florida state bird from the mockingbird to the flamingo. What you failed to mention, flamingo makes way more sense. It's got that big honking nose to snort all the bath salts with.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
All right. This is going to go well. We learned that there are ancient cave paintings of the Milky Way. What you failed to mention, that's amazing that they predicted the candy bar way back when.
Yeah.
You're being silly, Jeff.
I used some of my good jokes on air. A 7-year-old stole his mom's car and drove his little sister to McDonald's. What you failed to mention, hey, little boy, are you old enough to spell CPS? Because you guys are getting a visit soon.
Yep.
No? There, does that make it less painful? No? Okay. All right. Bill Belichick's girlfriend competed for the title of Miss Maine. What you failed to mention, her special talent, pissing off America. Maybe I should have opened with that one.
I like that one.
A man urinated in the holy water font at a church. What you failed to mention, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Bejesus, that's disgusting. No? Okay. An American tourist got impaled while trying to climb the fence at the famous Colosseum. What you failed to mention, feed him to the lions. We don't want him back here. And finally, the record was set for the oldest person on fire. What you failed to mention, old person on fire, worst Yankee candle fragrance ever. I'm Jeff Hooker, and this has been the news of the week. Failed to mention.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Very nice.
It does seem like they have too many candle scents, doesn't it?
Yes, there are a lot.
There should be vanilla, rose.
Yeah. I got olive flavored this weekend.
Olive?
Olive flavor and...
what does olive smell like?
I don't know.
Olive oil?
No, it says
She smells like Popeye.
yeah. Oh.
I was going to say Seaman Popeye. He's a sailor, man.
Well, I'm glad you didn't say it.
Timing is everything.
tomatoes.
Leather and tobacco is a big one.
That smells
Have
good.
you,
That's a good one.
have you been to the place where you make your own candles?
I have not, but I want to go, actually.
And
Oddly enough.
well, we did a birthday party there.
You guys should go on a date there. That'd be fun.
Tom, you want to go make candles together?
Well, maybe we could bring the girls with. It was fun.
No. Just me and you, man.
Oh, no.
You don't need filthy girls around.
But they had, I mean, dozens and dozens of possible scents. And I remember when I walked in, right at the kids' eye level was marijuana.
Was it? You could choose?
Yes, you could get a marijuana. Yeah, you could get a marijuana. You could get the stuff to make your marijuana smell.
I don't find that aroma desirable.
Well, the explanation
What
I
about
got.
olive.
Yeah, I know. The olive thing is weird.
Well, but sometimes they
just throw another.
Yeah, it's abstract when they go say like olive in a library or whatever.
But the notion of the marijuana candle was if you had it burning and you were actually smoking pot, if the cops came, you go, hey, it's the candle.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it just seemed kind of odd that none of the little girls at the birthday party chose that.
Well, that's probably good.
Yeah, that would have been great. Yeah, well, we were at a birthday party at the Griswolds, and look, I made my candle. It's just for you, Dad.
This candle smells like Uncle Willie.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Thank you.
But wouldn't it be funny if one of the little girls who did choose marijuana was like a hippie-looking little girl?
Well, this is what our house smells like.
I know that every once in a while, my parents send me out in the yard so they can ball.
They can ball. They can ball.
They can ball.
A hippie child.
I'm going to throw a ball into your mom. Why don't you go play in the yard?
She's a little baby hippie chick. Probably totally inappropriate. I'm sorry.
Did they arrest people for having marijuana still?
Depends what state you're in.
If you have enough of it.
Yeah, it's the amount.
They
now.
just kind of look away.
Get a
Not
ticket.
always.
No.
Huh?
You got a trunk full, they may suspect you of not enjoying all of it yourself.
Is that right? A trunk full.
Yeah, I've paid bail for someone, one county north of here. For
You got to start saying no to these people who want money from you.
well,
except all of us in this room.
Don't start in this room.
Good idea. I'm going to start. Speaking of money, This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. What are they all about? Well, they're all about having money for you when you need it, when the time is right, when it's time to retire. Lately, we've been watching a lot of up and down action with the stock market. It can make you nervous. The beauty of an annuity from the Silac Insurance Company is it's all set and ready to rock, and you've got everything. Everything is all set for you. You can't outlive your money. So find out how this works. When you retire, you want to have a steady income. The folks at Silac know all about annuities, and they can explain it to you. Some restrictions apply. See if you, in fact, qualify by going to silacins.com. Another way to find them, by the way, is to take your phone and hit pound 250, and then when the voice answers, you say the keywords lifetime income. That's pound 250, then say lifetime income to find out about the satisfaction you'll have and the ease at which one can acquire an annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. When we come back, we have chimpanzees in the news and a very interesting story about some birds known as the blue tits. We'll find out about that. It's the name of a bird. I didn't make it up. I don't name these things.
No. They'd be much worse if you did.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. During these commercial breaks, I get to enjoy some quiet time here in the studio. That's right. That's because while everyone else is in the break room waiting in line for that dirty old coffee machine, I'm enjoying some Josh time. Yes, just me and my Java House Peel and Pour pod. That's right. The rest of them can spend the next 6 minutes fighting over who gets to drink from that outdated technology. Not me. I just grab my favorite Java House pod, peel back the lid like so, pour it into my hot water here, and the rest of the break is just Josh and his amazingly smooth coffee. Barista quality. That's it. No muss, no fuss, no brewer required. Smooth as can be.
Hey, Josh. Sorry I'm late. I was standing behind all those guys at the coffee machine. They're blocking my way.
Yeah, go figure, huh? Isn't it time you broke up with your brewer? Get started at javahouse.com and use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, boy.
Slide guitar. I wrote a song a long time ago called "The Lifelong Tiger Fan Blues." I know the Cubs have issues, but the Tigers have had for a long time. And I wrote it when we were like 0 for 19 years, and then we got good in 2006. But then this particular season, 2010 here, we were great, and then we went off the cliff. So I rewrote it about a week ago.
I've been a baseball fan since I was a little boy. I had a bedroom full of little baseball toys, batting a ball and a Wilson glove. Yeah, me and the national pastime, we was oh so in love. Every opening day, I still get that itch. I can hardly wait for that very first pitch. All my hopes and dreams all in place. I get visions of my Tigers in a pennant race. Win or lose, I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. 2006, we made it all the way to the fabled Fall Classic, only get a St. Louis whooping and our Detroit ass kicked. 2009, we was tied with the Twins. We had to go to Minnesota to lose it again. In 2010, started off with a bang. We was leading the league in everything. Hang on.
It's for you.
Oh, but come the All-Star break, our season's done. Our goose is cooked, oh, they're setting our sun. Win or lose, get a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Bring back K-Line, bring back Cash. Bring back Greenberg, and all them homers he'd smash. Mickey Cochran, Schoolboy Rowe, Ty Cobb, and Rocky Colavito. Win or lose, got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. And this is the rewrite. First, Samaya broke his arm, then Inge broke his hand while Mags was breaking his foot. Guillen was pulling his ham. Half of our roster was MIA. Now half of Toledo's been called up to play. I don't believe in fate. I don't believe in signs. And waiting on your destiny's a waste of time. But how the hell else can we possibly explain Armando Galarraga's imperfect game? Win or lose, got a lifelong Tiger fan blues. Life ain't fair, nice guys finish last. You can't have a future if you don't have a past. Yet still I hope, and still I pray, another World Series gonna come my way. But folks, mark my words and learn this lesson. Cut your losses and count your blessings. Or just like me, you're gonna end up crying while spending Sunday afternoons with the Detroit Lions. I got a lifelong Tiger fan blues.
That's great. Oh, there's some frustration there.
Jeff Daniels.
The imperfect game.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from The Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
On the way.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
Hey.
Pat Godwin. Jess Hooker. There's Josh Arnold.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Ace Cosby
now, was it?
returns. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Well, I think we got so busy yesterday we forgot to give everyone their history lesson. So I thought we could do today in history and yesterday in history.
Today in history and yesterday in history.
All right.
Okay, let's start with today, shall we?
That's right. The 13th and the 12th of May. Okay.
Ms. Hooker, do you know who Florence Nightingale was?
Sure.
What was her profession?
That's all we needed to know. I'm glad you know.
Got that squared away?
That doesn't win.
It sounds like the name of a really classy hooker.
I always, I don't know why, but I always think of a nightgown when someone says Florence
She was dressed in white often, I would
Yes,
imagine.
she was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She was a
character in
a nurse.
A nurse.
Famous nurse.
Was she really a famous nurse?
Yeah. Yeah, she really started a lot of nursing stuff.
Oh, I thought she was an author.
No.
She sounds like a singer, too. I mean, all that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how about this
At
one?
last.
Florence.
Your blood pressure's coming up.
It was her birthday yesterday, born in 1820. Born in 1925. Yogi Berra. Do you know who that was?
I just watched his documentary. Yes, I do know who that is.
Were you strapped to a chair?
It was. It wasn't terrible.
I bet that's a real
It
good
wasn't
one.
terrible. I didn't know anything about him.
A lot of very funny phrases.
Yes.
No, that's what he's known for.
Yeah.
Have we talked about this
But
before?
he's credited with a lot of phrases.
And he wasn't trying to be funny.
Not
He
at all.
Hanna-Barbera pay him some cash for Yogi Bear?
They must. I saw
have,
something.
right?
They didn't pay the honeymooners for the Flintstones, so
That's true. Yeah.
as far as I know, anyway.
So Yogi Bear's based on Yogi Berra.
Well, the name
Well,
is...
what the hell else would it be, right? Yeah.
He was a Yankee during the heyday. Burt Bacharach, which Bacharach, which is the sound a pinball machine makes when you.
Why isn't his first
You
name
tilt.
Shadrach?
That's
Probably
a
most people
sci-fi.
know him from Austin Powers. When he's
Yeah.
playing the piano on the Vrbo as they're driving through around Vegas.
Great singer, songwriter, guitarist, organ player Steve Winwood, born in this state in 1948.
Can't find his way home.
Give Me Some Lovin', what was he, 16 or something?
Something like that.
When he did that
he's
song?
awesome.
Sang like Ray Charles. when he
Great
was
solo
16.
stuff in the 80s.
Okay, Miss Hooker, this is another one for you. I want to see if you... Gabriel Byrne,
Gabriel Byrne.
great actor.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Did you ever see The Usual Suspects?
No.
Oh, such a
He's the
great
cop
movie.
in that.
Yeah.
He's in Miller's Crossing. What would you know?
Oh, he was
He's
in
a great movie.
He's wonderful.
I'm sorry,
Great
Hereditary.
Oh, okay.
The Usual Suspects is a terrific movie.
Okay.
Must see.
Cool World.
And then
An Irish fella, isn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he an Irish fella?
I think so.
Let me dang.
Yeah.
Ving Rhames, born in this state in 1959.
You know, he and Stanley Tucci went to acting school together, and his name is Irving Rhames, and Stanley said, you need to make it Ving. And the rest is history.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That is cool.
That's the current hip thing in the world of sports.
Yeah.
The Pacers or the Sirs.
The Celtics or the Ticks.
God, I hate that.
Stanley was on the verge of a trend.
Yeah.
Tucci.
Also from The Usual Suspects, Stephen Baldwin, born in 1966. He's
Tucci,
terrific.
yeah.
He's terrific in that movie.
Tucci's happily married. No, and who else? Stanley Tucci and John Krasinski are
brother-in-laws.
Brother-in-laws.
Mm-hmm.
They're married to sisters, Tom. That's how that works.
Rami Malek,
Blunt
you
and
know.
the other Blunt.
Oh, let's not get to name calling.
Easy.
There once was a woman named Blunt who had a
Rami
truly
Malek.
magnificent
Rami Malek, yes.
Yeah.
The guy from Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Mr. Robot.
His teeth won an Oscar.
Pretty much.
Very distracting.
This is an easy one for you.
I found it distracting.
Released yesterday in 1967, the album "Are You Experienced" by.
I don't know. I've never heard of this album. Should I?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of, but it's
you
all right.
probably have. You just don't know.
I didn't
it.
know that was the name of the album.
Well,
is it the
person's
name of
band,
the single?
the person's band also has experience
Yes.
in it. And
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry.
And of course, the song, one of his most famous songs all along the Watchtower, of course, Voodoo Child.
That's
No,
Voodoo
Voodoo
Chili.
Chili.
Yes, I actually heard one of the radio station, one of the jocks on this station introduce it as Voodoo Chili by mistake.
That wasn't me, was it?
No.
Okay.
No, it
And
was
how
one
do you
of,
make Voodoo Chili?
you start with a 12-inch black sausage.
Oh, God.
Beans.
beans exist.
You set him up for that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now everybody forget about the guy who built card houses. I hope. I hope.
He's going to do it again.
Today,
Yeah,
happy,
Consider myself. Oh,
happy birthday to Joe Louis.
Joe
the
Louis.
brown bomber.
Yeah, they called him the Brown Bomber. They
he a
probably,
fighter?
of course, they probably wouldn't do that today. The whole thing with Max Schmeling and
Yeah,
the famous
Smelling?
who was actually a really
no idea
decent,
what you're
really
talking
decent guy. But never mind, you have to.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Well, the perception that they portrayed him, I think, was a
Come
little
at it
bit
that
unfair.
way. Okay.
1922, B. Arthur was born a female.
Yeah. Well, she was assigned female at birth.
But she was actually a very heroic person. She was a Marine, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah. I think she was, right? She was a Marine.
A Marine?
I think so.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Yeah, during World War II, yeah.
100 people.
No, she really was.
Great on Golden Girls.
Okay, here we go. Let's
Phnom Penh.
switch gears here. No, Miss Hooker, I'm going to put you on the spot here. You should know this one.
There's a lot of things you think I should know.
No, you'll know this one. I have $5 says you know it.
Okay.
If you don't know this, I get to keep the money. 1931, happy birthday, Jim Jones.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid guy.
There you go.
Right.
Again,
actually Kool-Aid.
It wasn't Kool-Aid.
It wasn't Kool-Aid?
it was an off-brand, but
Flavor-Aid.
Tom always.
Kool-Aid. No, I didn't. Drinking the Kool-Aid, that's an expression that we've heard.
I thought it was Lickamade or something.
Or Lickamade, Flavor-Aid.
No,
something.
Lickamade.
Yeah.
Lickamade was the powder.
Is that the pixie stick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jim Jones, of course. Wasn't he the guy that sold monkeys door to door?
Yep. He sold
That's
monkeys
a-
door to door.
I didn't know that part.
But it was legal. Well, it's still legal in a far-off place called Indianapolis. You can sell monkeys door to door.
No, you can't.
He's considered to be the world's worst mixologist.
So was he?
No, he was effective.
One of the last things he said
very
was,
powerful drink, I'll tell you that.
this might be a little strong.
Yeah.
Was he
That's right.
technically a preacher or was he just a cult leader?
Both.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the Reverend Jim Jones.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But talk about persuasive. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
charisma out the ass.
If you can get people to do that.
Bill Hader may be playing him soon.
I know. I'm excited for that.
Born in 1950, the great Stevie Wonder. You know that song? What is it?
Great liar.
Isn't she lovely?
Mm-hmm.
When he first wrote that, since he couldn't see her, he said, "Is she lovely?"
It was a question.
Yeah.
You can see.
They changed it.
Footage of him driving.
Snoop, what was I watching? It must have been a podcast Snoop was on, and he said for a while, he hasn't done it in a long time, but Stevie Wonder would Zoom Snoop Dogg like at least once a week, and they would like hang out and talk.
That's interesting.
And Snoop thought it was hilarious that Stevie Wonder would have to Zoom him because he can't see Snoop.
He can see.
That's
interesting.
That's Josh's
all marketing
contention.
Google Stevie Wonder driving, and you'll see.
Oh yeah. There was a Stevie Wonder ad for Atari when Atari the 2600 first came out, and it was, if I played video games, I'd use the Atari system.
Weird.
And it was a print ad.
That is
Stevie Wonder
bizarre.
was in it. Yeah.
That's funny. Darius Rucker. You know who he is?
I love him. Love him.
Hootie.
Yeah, I love his country music too.
I just read his autobiography.
Hootie
I
Booty.
do.
And I saw Hootie over the summer. They were great.
Nice guy.
With our
Real
friend
cute.
Edwin McCain.
Yeah, he's a very nice man.
1986, Robert Pattinson.
Ah, yes. Twilight movies.
Damn fine actor.
Yeah,
there.
he is.
He is a good actor.
Yeah. Mickey 17 is on the page. It's pretty good. I liked it, but it's kind of an odd.
Now, this one I'm going to do this one in reverse. I want you to guess, Chick McGee, what year was this? Did this happen? Velcro trademarked and registered.
In what year?
I think we've asked this before.
61.
I think it's earlier than you think.
Yeah, I would have guessed 68 or 9. It's way back in 58. You were close.
What do they call that? Hook
and loop.
Hook and loop technology.
Hook and loop fasteners and Velcro.
Yeah.
I like to. Josh has pointed this out, and I think it's brilliant. Your thoughts on the guy that invented the Velcro shoes?
Well, that's it. No more laces ever on shoes.
And I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, I've solved it, and I will now be. And nope.
What?
Not only kids and old people.
Yeah,
It's
people
so.
didn't buy
It
into
is so funny.
Nope.
Why didn't that take off?
I think the sound has something to do with it.
It does. If a guy pulls out his wallet and you hear that sound,
he didn't get any.
That's so funny.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I didn't.
Oh, honey, you sit right there. I'll get dinner.
I know there were Velcro wallets.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't know
yeah.
Oh, they're
this?
hilarious.
Why would
Kids would have them.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
You're not aware of there's something that exists, a Velcro wallet.
It really was for kids like to take their lunch money to school and they wouldn't
Your
lose
boys
it.
may have had
Oh, so that's considered to be uncool?
Oh,
Yes.
way uncool.
Yeah.
Tacky.
I would
Very.
take Velcro shoes over a Velcro wallet.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if there was a super hot guy
Yeah.
and he took you out back in your single days
Right.
and he had Velcro shoes and a Velcro wallet, you'd turn him down?
I I would think he was doing it for a bit, actually, and I'd probably laugh.
You know what?
And then you'd go for it, right? Okay.
I have shoes and pants.
Velcro pants?
Velcro pants.
Where the
Velcro
zipper
pants.
is.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Okay, Velcro where the zipper is. If that's the noise I hear before we're about to do it,
That's
I'm
the
out.
ZZ Top, the Velcro fly, right?
No.
Let's not forget about the Velcro ping pong balls that you could throw at a target.
Oh,
with
yeah.
a stick.
That's
A
fun.
pretty good use of Velcro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. But since 1958, they've been developing Velcro pants? Really?
I have some more.
No zipper.
I'm setting myself up here. I have some workout shorts that have a Velcro.
You do.
Why?
Are they still in the
Is there a
package?
button still on top?
Did you ever wear them?
Did you hear what he said?
Jess, you can
Are they
just
still
pull
in
the
the
pants
package?
down.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Is there still a button at the top?
You are
Lace.
a mean man.
Lace. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a lace. Okay.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah,
Okay, can you introduce Carl?
Yeah, I'm Graber.
Yay!
And that's our bass player right over there. That's Carl.
I am Carl.
Yay! That leaves, of course, our drummer. And I am Barry.
Nice. Hello, Barry.
It's so nice to see all of you again.
Hi, Barry.
We've been on a tour of the world for the last 15 years.
Well, that would explain. Now, how far have you gotten?
Well, we hit Lancaster, we hit Ocean.
Did you
That
get
was
Shawana
98,
intercourse?
Right? And let's see, then in 99, we took, must have been over
I
to
see.
Greenville, Ohio.
It's the electric Amish, and
Then in 2000.
Okay,
All right. We don't need the whole world.
we have a limited amount of time here.
No.
You asked.
Don't leave anything out.
So, fellas, I know you've got a couple tunes for us.
As a matter of fact, the we've been hearing rumors. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. We heard rumors that your own Christy Lee is dating an Amish fella.
That's
That's
right.
a rumor.
That's correct.
That is true.
She spends weekends churning butter and putting up barns.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. We've heard a lot of people bragging about dating Christy, but it turns out this one's actually true. He used to live up around us, and we heard the rumors, found out it's true, so we wrote a little song about the situation.
Oh boy.
With Brother Daniel.
Love to hear this.
People. Are you ready? All set, Graber. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's an Amish man who is in danger. He met a heathen blonde but couldn't change her. Her name is Christy Lee. It's obvious to me. Odds are they won't be in church tomorrow. Secret Amish man. Secret Amish man. They gave you a phone number and took away your beers. We all told him don't date fancy ladies. You're asking for a one-way trip to Hades. But she must have begged him please. Probably got down on her knees. And odds are neither one of them were praying. Secret Amish man. Secret Amish man. He's plugging in his tool now and stopped doing things by hand.
Making maple syrup on a Sunday. Then reading news fits Bob and Tom the next day. She's straddling both worlds. She's a
a half-cocked Amish girl. Christy Lee keeps begging for it both ways. Christy's Amish man. Christy's Amish man. He's filling up her pie hole. She's polishing his wood.
Oh my God. Well, there you go.
That didn't
Christy's Amish
Wow.
I think I'm flattered.
Sure, you should.
You know, that last phrase didn't rhyme. I don't know if you guys. That was really nice.
Whew, hope he's listeing.
Well, he's probably polishing his wood.
Probably building a barn.
They're a lot better than I remember.
The Electric Amish.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Hi, thanks very much for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Dean Edwards, and Dean is a veteran of Saturday Night Live. I know that you mentioned you didn't mention you did a great Chris Rock, dead on Chris Rock.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Rock.
Have you worked with Chris?
Yeah, well, you know, Chris and I, being both SNL alum, it's funny because I used to see Chris in the clubs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got cast on SNL, then Chris is very sort of reserved into himself and you know, cool with his friends, and he's very, very polite, but if he doesn't know you, he's looking at you like, I don't know you, you know. Mm-hmm. So once I got on the show, every time I saw him, he was very sort of big brother, very you know, strong with his advice. I remember one time Tracy Morgan and I are sitting in this comedy club in New York, the Comedy Cellar, and we had just had Jack Black was a guest host, and Chris walks in. He's like, you know what? I never watched that show. The one time I watched them, they still don't use black people. I was like, actually, Chris, you know, I was in 4 sketches this past week. He's like, you wasn't in them. You're just in the background. Don't ever be happy they throw you a bone. You got talent. Only the dude without talent is happy they throw him a bone, which I appreciate. And then he sat there for a good 35 minutes lecturing me on gotta keep writing hard. Just every week, write 2 sketches and an update. 2 sketches. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan is sitting there. Chris, you ain't never gave me that advice. When I started on the show, you never gave me advice like that. I'd appreciated some of that advice. Mm-hmm. That's how Tracy is, though. That's how he is.
That's right. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jess Hooker.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello, Chick.
Ace Cosby has returned.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and hello, Tom. What flavor Java House you working with this morning?
Yeah, I'm having some tea, but I was just thinking, Ace, you missed this. I don't know if you can see it from there, but I did these posters with PJ. We got together, did these posters for Java House for our special broadcast coming up a week from Friday, brought to you by Java House. Uh-huh. And you can see I had the puppets. There's your puppet there. And then that's a very, very handsome puppet. And then the problem is, you'll notice on this one, Pat Godwin's eyebrows are white.
Yeah.
So I had to redo the entire print.
That's right.
Now they changed him to black in the one here. You can see the difference. His eyebrows.
Yeah.
See how they're white there.
Sure.
Yeah. And I should have just taken a Sharpie and taken it by hand. But yes, we have a special broadcast coming up, brought to you by Java House.
How come I moved?
It's a new poster. Oh, you are moved. You switched with somebody.
I did switch with somebody.
Yeah.
Did
I
we
don't know.
lose somebody or?
No, Josh and him just switched places.
Okay.
That's all it was.
I did just notice that. I guess maybe we wanted the black to contrast.
I don't know.
No,
I'm sure
maybe-
PJ had a reason.
If I had to guess, you'll notice you used to be next to Tom, and now I'm next to Tom. Even in puppet form on a poster, he doesn't want.
It was making me uncomfortable.
I can't have Ace standing behind me. That's where I keep my wallet.
It's okay. It's got Velcro on.
Okay. I'm sorry. So it's time to move forward here on the Bob and Tom program. And by doing that, I mean we check in with our big screen. I think we have a satellite phone call.
Again, we have a satellite.
I think so.
There he is.
Oh, that's right. Ed Septic's here.
Ed.
How's it going, Bob and Tom?
Hi, Ed.
Oh, man, that's right. It's the plumber who don't give a flush. Back here again. We got a new pope.
Yep.
New pope. I'm flying out to Rome today. I won the bid to replace all the commodes in the Vatican.
They got to put new ones in?
Yeah, the last pope really did a number on those bowls. So.
Is that right?
Yeah, personally, I'm just excited they're finally going to have deep dish pizza in the Vatican cafeteria.
Chicago style?
Oh yeah. You guys are you guys aware of the Beatitudes?
Yes.
What's that?
Blessed are the meek, so they shall inherit the earth. Those types of things. Well, the patron saint of plumbing, Bishop Brownstein, he handed down to me the 5 plumbers' beatitudes.
Oh.
Okay. Like, blessed are the constipated, for they shall never receive a plumbing bill. Blessed are those with a bidet, for their backside shall remain as clean as their soul.
Oh, these are very nice.
Yeah, blessed are those who use flushable wipes, for thou, plumber, could always use a second lake house. Blessed are those with a high-fiber diet, for they shall never have to purchase a plunger. And finally, blessed are those who use one-ply, for they shall always have a stinky pinky. I'm Ed Septic, banging pipes, never wives. That's my guarantee to you.
Thank you, Ed. Wow.
I don't think my pinky is involved in the wiping process.
No, mine is.
Not to.
No, it's like when you drink tea. Pinky out.
Yeah.
Really?
You use all 5 fingers?
You get in there, Tom?
I think the punchline should have been something about a nail clipper. I'm sorry. Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance News Desk shaking her head. Why am I dealing with these boys? Now, this next story, this is perfectly acceptable to the FCC, all the verbiage in
What
this.
story I was going to do there, smarty pants.
Well, that's the way he's
Wasn't
telling
gonna be
you.
that one,
He's
but I
telling
guess
you what
we're doing
story
it
to do.
now.
That's exactly right.
Just read the headline.
Don't disappoint him.
Smokers banned from using ashtray after nesting blue tits move in.
Oh.
Officials-
Nesting blue tits?
Blue tits.
Maybe her bra's too tight.
Officials in Ashley, England are banning smokers from using a public ashtray
Served more than a cup.
after it was taken over by a family of birds known as nesting blue tits.
You can say it loud. Nesting blue
said it
tits.
fine.
That
I
is
did
the name.
say
No, you're.
Blue tits.
No, she turned the volume down. She's.
Blue tits.
There's only one reason why we're doing this story.
Exactly.
Of course.
So we could keep saying.
It's ridiculous.
What about the blue-footed booby? Have you seen those?
Yes,
Man, those
but that's not
feet
what
are-
the story is about. This is about.
Because that's not as dirty.
What about a
they about?
2-peckered snatch muff?
No, that's.
Now, what was the name of that?
It's the 2-peckered redundant snatch muff.
But only had an accent.
The nesting family is known to bird lovers as
Family of what?
They're Eurasian blue tits, a small
See, she keeps.
passerine bird
Okay,
in
you're
the
not saying it loud enough.
tit, in the tit family.
Now, there's a sitcom. There's a sitcom I'd want to see. Who wouldn't want to watch The Tit Family? Adrienne Barbeau is back.
So she voices one of the birds?
You know, I'll always remember where I was when
Give him what he wants.
Christy snapped.
Christy screamed at you.
That is the name of the bird.
Right.
Of course.
Do you understand what's happening here? There's
We understand. We do.
there's an outdoor ashtray, and they're telling people you can't use the ash. You can't.
You dummies!
Stupid ass!
Stop kicking that.
It helps.
They've told these smokers to stop using the ashtray because the birds have nested in the.
What kind of birds?
They're easily recognizable by their blue and yellow plumage and small size. The nesting blue tits were discovered by the village hall coordinator, Hazel Spicer. She noticed a very neat pile of cigarette butts piled up under the bin and heard the sounds of baby chicks.
TNA, tits and ash.
Yes, the bird and the cigarette remnants there.
And people who smoke are going to be very concerned about wildlife, I'm sure.
Yeah.
She said the adults must
We got to
have-
watch out for these boys.
Yeah. The adults must have gone in and thrown out the butts one by one, then set up home.
Don't you hate it when people use their oils as an ashtray?
Yeah.
Sign has.
The adults are the bigger tits?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
They are.
And then the
No, they're
smaller
not-
tits are the kids.
Not the chick tits.
Right.
Well,
not baby
that sounds like a magazine.
Oh, God.
Usually when you see
I've got
blue.
a set of chick tits. Would you like to see them? I'll let you decide.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make the point that usually when you see blue tits in an ashtray, a stripper is passed out at the bar. Typically, that would be the.
A sign has been attached to the bin asking smokers.
How about this one? Usually when you see, blue tits in an ashtray, there's a dead hooker.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
That's
that was stuff for that.
King of comedy, ladies
How
and
about that one?
How about this one?
It's better than a Smurf. What do you think of dead hookers?
Do you understand what's happening? And why do I have to stop kicking the trash can?
Because it's annoying.
Well, it's either the trash can or you.
Do you understand what's happening? Yeah, you guys get this?
But what's it?
Evil-minded.
How about this one?
Now I'm trying to see if where the blue area.
It's areola.
What?
Where's the blue on this bird?
On the
tip.
Right there.
No, it's not. See, it's
Half the bird is blue.
The bird is blue.
I know, but the bird is blue in the head and the back.
Yes,
Not
but-
where he thinks that the boobs
That's not
should
why
be.
they're called that.
Yeah, that's not why they're called that.
you
Right.
don't know. The birds might be on the top of the head. You don't know
The
where they
Paridae
are.
family of birds, or Paracine, are these birds. There's the titmouse bird. There's the blue tit. There's
Right.
a bunch of them. They're
It has
chickadees.
nothing to do with boobs.
Yeah. Sorry.
There's the Tennessee wobbly tit. There's
There's the dirty carny long tit.
You see those a lot.
You don't see those as often.
Only in the summer months.
Right. But they're all over the country. They kind of
Yeah, they
They
migrate.
move around.
yeah. Usually wear tank tops.
Right.
Yeah, lovely. Well, so we've learned a little something today.
Yes, we have.
We did.
And I thank you for making sure that we were learning what you wanted us to.
And I have found
And I
more.
apologize for my outburst.
I have found more. This is fascinating.
more.
We need to
like the Los Angeles fake tit.
we need to replay. We need to replay Christy's outburst to see her
Oh man, her face. I've never seen her madder.
face turn red. again.
I want to hear it and see
was
it. again.
just
I was so scared and turned up.
Oh, there's a picture of the ashtray. Oh,
That's insane, man.
I can't.
no, I had it pictured all wrong.
Yeah. Imagine that.
No, it looks just like a birdhouse. It's one of those things that just has the two holes in it that you just walk up and
Oh, so you were the one not understanding.
Yeah.
We all understood.
Hey, look, I only have so much time to edit these things. It was 4 in the morning. And
They're pretty.
They are.
Yeah, pretty bird.
I want to squeeze them.
You have to wonder. You have to wonder that some ornithologist, some
Yes.
horny old guy with thick glasses. You know what we're going to call him? We're going to call him the Eurasian blue tit. Get it? Someday, a century from now, it'll be dirtier than it is now.
The best way to listen to birds singing is with your Raycon earbuds.
Oh, thank God. That is good.
And talk about a great gift for Dad. Father's Day is right around the corner.
June 15th.
What are you going to get your dad for Father's Day, Tom?
Oh, my gosh, Chick.
My father's been deceased for quite some time.
Raycons have a 32-hour battery life and a multi-point connectivity that lets him pair two devices at once. And Raycon has a quick charge function. I don't know how it but you could get 10 minutes of charging. It yields 90 minutes of battery.
You know the old phrase, turn it up, he dead?
Turn it up, he dead?
Yeah.
I don't know that phrase.
That was, I believe Joseph Conrad used that.
That bromide, that axiom.
Yeah.
And Raycon has active noise cancellation, often difficult to find at an accessible, dad-friendly price point, and all the vibrant colors. And Raycon has the 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom and pick up 15% off site-wide. Everything on buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Yep, well,
Idea for a movie, Josh.
Okay.
Night of the Living Dad.
Yes.
And it's a dad zombie that comes back. Wouldn't that be fun? But he's like a really fun, handsome, and cool dad.
It sounds sad to me.
It does sound sad.
like dad jokes and dad jeans.
Like Dad's back, but he's also
it's a dead dad.
Dad.
Hey, he started it.
My dad's dead too, and he's been longer dead than yours was.
Ah. So once again, I win.
Yeah.
What year was your dad born? You remember? Right
Born 1916.
1916. See, my dad was born in 39.
38 for me.
Wow, so that means my dad was a lot older than yours.
Yeah, he lived a lot.
Wow, I win again.
My dad, relatively, my dad was here about 10 minutes.
Hey, look at it this way.
Can we do anything else?
In dog years.
No.
Okay. Decorum.
Here we go.
I'm not sure what's coming up next, other than Christie's resignation.
We have chimpanzees in the news. You know how much
monkeys.
I love
I love them.
chimpanzees.
These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Come Come on, baby. Everyone's doing it.
But I've never done it before.
Your brother tried it and he loved it.
Brother, what?
Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. Ooh, I hope there's batteries in it.
Batteries?
The Bob and Tom Show, mornings on 95.7 QMF, Louisville's classic rock station.
We should wake up with Bob and Tom every morning.
Well, that sounds good to me. No problem here. Get up and get it on.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
I'm much better now, thank you.
Boy, that was really something in case you missed it.
It was beautiful.
Christy had just a wonderful nervous breakdown and screaming curse words at us.
Did you have a song about that, Pat?
Very exciting.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin. Jess Hooker's here. Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby is on the ones and the twos. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. I'm working on my new movie, Night of the Living Dad.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
He wears sandals with high black socks, shorts, a tank top. He comes back and he turns all the lights off and says, "You're wasting electricity."
Oh.
Shut the door. I'm not paying to air condition the outside.
Yes,
Night of the Living
famous.
Dad.
You're not working too hard over there.
Yeah.
You got any ideas? I gave you the idea when this is a hit.
All the tropes.
All the low
Yeah.
branches.
Ergo.
And Bill Cosby already did this premise
Yeah,
in Ghost Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb name. Night of the Living Dad. Much more clever.
Well, you got to get him to the zombie part.
Yeah.
How do you do that? He doesn't start out as a zombie.
And isn't like a characteristic of a zombie is that they eat people? Isn't that a
They
part
love
of it?
flesh, yeah.
Well, in real life, he would have been a vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
Ergo.
All
He's a
right.
vegetarian zombie?
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to live long. Oh, I guess he's already dead.
So just the
So he wasn't like you, a connoisseur of cunnilingus, right?
oh my god.
Right. Real muncher.
I don't like
I'm sorry. I thought we were having a discussion.
I'm just trying to.
I thought we were.
Trying to
I
participate.
thought we were brainstorming my new script idea.
I'm just saying.
And you are.
But think of that. That's something for everybody. If a scene like that was in the movie,
What? In a zombie movie?
I think my tongue's numb. Stuff like that.
Now that's a movie. All right, I can get by.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there zombie porn?
Probably.
Oh, there has to
absolutely.
be, yeah.
Oh,
Night of the Living Head. Or, I don't know.
That's right.
God.
Or the Walking Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a trick.
Gay of the Dead is a certain, I bet.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Pat. Now you said that Christy just had a breakdown. You have a song about this?
I do. Tom said, Christy, what else you got? She read the news when Josh remarked, that's not the way you pronounce municipal. Then the mood turned tense and dark. I wrote a song about a nun with diarrhea. Poor Christy told us the facts. And I sang about the crap in the convent. It was the day that Christy cracked. Oh, the day that Christy cracked. She left, we want her back. It was a Tuesday, we all went on the attack. Oh, the day that Christy cracked. Everyone kept interrupting her. She was about to blow her stack. With our minds in the dirt and the comments about her shirt. That was the day that Christy cracked. Oh, the day that Christy cracked. We lacked good taste, finesse, and tact. But now she has a better contract. Oh, the day and Christy Lee got so pissed at me. Oh, the day that Christy cracked.
Oh, thank you very much.
Now, you want to know what's wrong with that song?
It's dated.
No, not dated, but it's. I assume it's called The Day That Christy Cracked.
Yes.
All we find out about is what made her crack. There's nothing about her actually. The song should be about what she did when she cracked.
Can I see you in the hallway?
Yeah, man. What, you want to? You just want to noodle this a little bit? Why do you have a crowbar?
I think we should rewrite this in the hallway.
Well, why are you holding a staple gun?
Let me get my cheaper guitar. I'm going to bash you over the head with it.
You just hit me in the head.
Anyway, I'll fix it.
Oh, yeah.
That's two in a row for you that he's going to fix, right?
Well, you got to fix him. You can't just let him go.
No. I mean, if I didn't care about them, I would just.
I love the.
No deck.
The first one I really liked about the about encountering the celebrities, and you only know them from the role they made famous, and they get tired of being typecast. And I think it's excellent.
And actually,
and you got a new ending for it, the new Bruce Jenner ending.
Yeah.
We have the audio. We have the audio and video of Christy cracking earlier this morning. There's Christy, and here we go.
Okay.
Audio.
Oh, you could just see her face in that one, but that was worth it. Even without the audio, that was great.
I see.
No, it was a mistake by the producer. Now, what you could do differently, Jason?
He's going to fix that.
Okay.
Try it again.
Nope. No, there's no sound.
You know what?
It's okay. Let's just move forward
from the get-go.
Okay, let's just move forward.
Watch watch the podcast or watch us on YouTube, and you'll find it. Where do we find us on YouTube? BobandTom.com?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Search us
You'll
there.
find it.
There you go.
What are we, your mother?
You forget what show you're on?
Or you can go to the Bob and Tom app and download it.
Oh, there you go. Put it on the, like I have on my Apple TV, I have the Bob and Tom app.
Oh.
Yeah, we have that. Yeah,
That reminds me.
that too.
When are we reissuing those T-shirts?
Oh, they're up now.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh,
boom. There you go.
we have a really cool T-shirt.
What kind
You want me to go get one? You want to see it?
Yeah, go grab one.
Okay.
We have a
poster.
We have they're available at the Bob and Tom website. I highly recommend them.
Are they for the month of May?
They are. They
Yes.
they celebrate.
Yes, they do.
The month of May. There you go. They're
look at
super
that.
cool.
They are very cool.
I saw one over the weekend. Someone had on. They're very nice. So you can grab one of those. I forgot to mention that.
Those are sharp.
Did the person who was wearing the T-shirt, did you go up to them and ruin their day by talking to them about
Oh, you know
the
what,
T-shirt?
though, about the T-shirt?
Yeah.
Early Sunday morning, it's Mother's Day, Sunday morning, and I see Tom Griswold come up on my text, and I was like, oh, my gosh.
Oh, Lord.
How kind that Tom would think of me on Mother's Day and send me a text.
Yes.
Nope. It was about these damn T-shirts. Didn't even open with a Happy Mother's
No.
Day. Just straight to the I need you too. And I was like, you son of a bitch.
Oh, how about that?
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, right?
Did
and
you,
then Pat started in.
Did you wish Christy a happy Mother's Day?
No.
I did,
okay.
but I didn't get
Josh
a
did.
response.
You didn't?
No, not at all.
I thought it would be appropriate to not bother anyone.
Josh is a kiss
But you did
ass.
bother me. You did bother me, and you didn't even. You
And
weren't
it would
even
have
nice.
Josh, that was very
texted
sweet.
you
I'm
too.
sorry. I
You
didn't.
did. You texted
But
me
I
about
did.
stupid stuff too on Sunday.
Are you
Nothing.
going to text all of us on Father's Day?
I guess I have to now.
Except Josh. Josh is incapable of
He's got a
reproduction.
cat. He's a cat dad.
Are you having sex with your cat again?
He's a cat dad, you creep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not again. Still.
Thank you. Could we move on? Do we have any other interesting news over
We
there,
need to
Christy?
move on, or
Oh, geez. We're already there.
Scientists say
Wait a
Chief
minute.
Man-
Stop for 1 second. If you're just joining us, I need to do the identifier.
That's right.
This is the Bob and Tom Show coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy, what you got?
Scientists say chimpanzees drum on tree trunks with a steady rhythm, hinting at an ancient form of communication.
really? Now, Sasquatch, this is how they communicate.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how they do it?
Tree knocking, yes.
Oh, cool. Chimps each have a signature beat,
Oh, yeah.
and new research shows they keep a regular rhythm, possibly to send long-distance messages.
Huh.
Experts believe the beats help identify the drummer like a fingerprint in sound. The behavior suggests a shared ancestor of chimps and humans also use drumming to communicate. When moving through the jungle, chimps often grab tree roots and pound them, sending deep sounds echoing for miles.
They pound the root.
Yeah,
It's interesting. I mean, they've got. There was a video. There's this one particular chimp who's. He's a really good drummer.
Stop it.
No,
right?
and it's he can.
You can single this one chimp out as a good drummer.
The scientist would play specific. I'm not kidding. He would play specific songs, and the chimp would keep a beat, even if there was a different number of beats per minute.
That's cool.
Oh, okay.
And they interviewed the chimp afterwards. His favorite drummer, of course, Mickey Dolenz.
Oh, of course.
Well, naturally,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I thought you were just talking to us.
Setting us up, buddy.
Oddly enough, this is interesting. The albino chimp can't keep its beat.
No. Whitey ain't got rhythm.
Whitey can't jump either. Is that right, Tom?
See, the albino chimp.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
High hopes for that.
Oh, we didn't deliver for him. He had high hopes for that. Thought we'd carry him out of the room.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a monkey do that famous drum fill in the air tonight. The song is playing. It cuts away from Phil Collins and cuts to a chimp or a monkey going.
Have you seen the video of the guy, the one I think's the funniest, that falls over in his office chair, two in the air, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah, the natural sounds.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Always good.
No, Christy, you have more?
Morris was an alligator with a prolific film career.
Who named him Morris?
I don't know who named him Morris.
That's a great name for an alligator.
He's passed away, though.
Oh, a dead gator.
Mr. Jay Young, owner of the Colorado Gator Farm in southern Colorado, announced the reptile's death over the weekend.
Colorado Gator Farm, Jay Moore speaking.
No, he's dead.
Oh, he dead.
Jay Young is the man who owns
Jay Young's dead.
No, Morris is dead. You're Jay Young. Morris, who was believed to have been more than 80 years old, was best known for the appearance in the 1996 film
Jumanji.
Happy Gilmore.
Oh,
he's the one that got the arm.
Yeah.
In addition to starring in such films as Alligator 1, Alligator 2.
I love those movies. It's Alligator and Alligator 2, The Mutation. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Now, does this have anything to do with Chud?
No, although
same time?
Alligator comes out of the sewers.
Okay.
You guys never saw Alligator with Robert Forster?
No, sorry, I missed it.
I love Robert Forster.
Interview with
What's
the
Chud?
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. Yeah,
they
John Hurd.
I assume there's a porno version called Chode.
Not that I'm aware of, but I hope so.
Yeah.
What's a chode?
A chode is a slang term for a beer can-like male member.
Is that right?
I did not know that. I
Really?
honestly
You didn't know that?
No, I thought that was. Actually, I'm not going to say what I thought it was. Probably
you
better
work
not.
with me and you didn't know that?
Oh, God.
I'm known as a chode.
You're known as something.
You're definitely a show.
You're right.
Morris even made an appearance on Jay Leno alongside conservationist and wildlife advocate Steve Irwin.
Oh, Jay, is that right?
Peace.
Yeah.
You had Morris on?
Yeah. You know, Caitlyn Jenner's got this new book out.
Oh, really?
She said.
Morris worked in films and television from 1975 to 2006 when he retired to the Colorado Gator Farm north of Alamosa.
Did he know he was going to be made into a hold-all, a carry-all, a valise, if you will?
Do you think they did that to him?
I would hope so.
I wonder what is the protocol for that? That's a serious, good question.
I mean,
seriously, why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? You would be able to live with Morris
Or
forever.
stuff him and put him in,
Yeah?
I just hope over the weekend when he died, his owner had a chance to say, "See you later," just for that as he took that last breath.
Yes, that's true.
There's always room for a horrible joke.
After a while.
Oh no, that wasn't a horrible
Josh, any
joke.
comments about
That's the
that?
truth.
But it's because I don't care for that. I care
By
for
the
you
way,
and
Josh,
your songs, and so I want to help.
Josh, would it not be great if in the in memoriam segment on the Oscars next year,
Morris,
because they always get pissed because they forget somebody, or there's someone who wasn't big enough. If they had this alligator in there,
that'd be great.
Have they ever done that for just the animals?
I don't think so. I think it would be. There's something about animals that would make everybody really sad.
Yeah.
It's like more sad than the people.
Yep. Yeah. Who cares that Carl Weathers left? It's the gator we're sad about. I don't think so.
So would it be Lassie, the most famous
Maybe.
animal actor?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
There were a bunch of them.
Lassie's really got to be.
There were a bunch of Lassies? Oh.
And they were all male.
What about Clyde the orangutan? Wonder what happened to him.
Oh, yeah.
He could be around
He
still.
could still be
He fell in
around.
hard times.
He works at a junkyard.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a bouncer.
Clyde, crash that cat.
Thank you very much. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. Mental Health Awareness Month is this month. So this is an opportunity to start thinking about stuff that I know this for a matter of fact. 26% of Americans recently surveyed said they have avoided seeking counseling or mental health support because of fear of being judged. Fortunately, that's diminishing because we're talking about breaking the stigma. I know Jim Irsay is very active in that organization, trying to get people to look into their mental health. And one of the great things that one can do, of course, is get counseling or therapy. And BetterHelp is a way to access that therapy in a much more simple manner because it's done online. You'll fill out some forms, and they will try to find the perfect fit for you. There are more than 30,000 licensed therapists working with the BetterHelp program, and you'll be matched with one. And then if that doesn't work out, you can switch anytime. No additional fees are involved for that. And BetterHelp is fully online, so you don't have to drive across town and sit in a room with somebody. You can do it with a camera going, like a Zoom call or just like a phone call, or even texting back and forth. It's up to you. It's all about convenience and getting access to counseling and therapy. So here's what you do. You go to betterhelp.com/BT show. The /BT show part will once again knock 10% off your first month. It's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. And part of breaking the stigma is seeing the great value of therapy. And this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. Coming up, we have sheep in the news. And also, do you have someone who goes, I'm celiac, I can't eat that? Well, we have something interesting. You might not be able to eat it, but you can kiss it.
All right.
You'll find out.
You know what? I like the way you care about other people. Yeah, that's what I like.
You'll find out why that's valid when we return. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More increase his salary if we're going to get him to do it right.
You're right.
Art, I know one of your favorite words is yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
You've heard and seen the Say Yes to Michigan commercials, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, there's a billboard in Indiana. In fact, there are a lot of them. An Indiana billboard
there
company
is.
has launched a war between the states by
Yes.
erecting a billboard that says, "Shut up, Art."
Yes. Oh.
No, it says, "Say no to Michigan."
I see.
It says, "Say no to Michigan. Wander Indiana first." Michigan tourism officials are taking the slogan war in stride, but some Michigan residents are not amused. They've even complained to the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. Travel officials in Indiana say they have nothing to do with the billboard. On the other hand, they're not terribly upset about it either. Josephine Hickman, president of the Hoosier Outdoor Advertising Company, admits her billboard design pokes fun at Michigan, but she says there are Say Yes to Michigan signs posted all over northern Indiana, and Hoosiers' feelings are hurt.
Hey, we're a fun place. What can we say?
Elsewhere in the news, Governor Milliken has signed a major supplemental spending bill containing more than $260 million.
For JML News, I'm Art Bashur. No, you're Tom Gerswold.
Thank you.
I'm glad I'm not. Smarties News is brought to you by Auto Glass Specialists in Gaylord, Cadillac, and Iron Mountain. For fast, professional Batoski, it's partly sunny, and 64. JML News time is 7:57.
Tuesday morning, everybody.
Well, Tom, one thing I want to say is, first of all, your dick is bigger than this microphone. Well, is it my turn to talk? Because yours is smaller than this cigarette. So we'll just go from there. Thank you. Got to get some news, Art, so I have to cut short. I got to go in the air in 5 minutes here. Oh, Jackie O. Miss Universe swimsuit competition. Oh, I love her.
Suit?
Close. Suit.
Right. Okay. We had fun on the air here today.
Tom is from beautiful Cleveburg. No, Shaker Heights, Ohio. Tom Griswold recently worked in Florida radio, also worked in Petoskey radio, right across the way at McDonald Broadcasting. Had a great time and really learned my stuff there.
Thanks for the staff, Trish, by the way.
Hi to the folks in Daytona Beach. Get a sunburn from
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Chris, you're a single guy, right?
I am 37 and single. Nobody plans that. Right? No one's in high school going, I'm just going to wait till the end and see who's left. I'd like to find someone my age, if for no other reason than they would get my references. Sure. Right? You get tired of telling girls who the Black Crows were. And I don't know if you've ever dropped a Fletch reference on a 23-year-old female, but you might as well hand that girl a Rubik's Cube and a beeper. Because she's just staring at you like, what's a water buffalo? It's hard to even find a single 37-year-old woman, and then when you do, they have a tendency to fall into three categories. They're either A, super career-oriented, successful chick, so I'm out. Right? Those girls are looking for a guy that owns a suit. I have a pair of slacks. I don't know where they are. I know I got them because my mom bought them for me, so I had something to wear when people die. I don't know if you've ever shown up to a funeral in jeans, but your mom refuses to let that go.
Yep, I agree.
In my defense, the funeral I showed up to in jeans was for a 94-year-old woman. Not exactly a tragic event. 94 is a solid run.
Yeah.
It's about time. Have you ever been to a 94-year-old person's funeral? Nobody's sad. Everyone's just happy to be off work on a Tuesday. The second category of women single at my age are divorcees, and those women are like Chernobyl. They're beautiful, but something bad happened, and now we all need to leave it alone for a few years. For the millennials listening, Chernobyl is a city in Russia. I know a lot of you are wondering why I'm mentioning that map on Call of Duty. And the last category of women single at my age are women that have been single the entire time because their therapist hasn't quite got their pill combo locked down, and they still have episodes where they'll break into your apartment and set fire to kittens. I don't even have kittens, man. She brought them.
Chris Porter.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less. Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less? It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear. So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal? Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
I'm about to shove it up here.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. the later years.
Till the wheels fall off.
There's Christy Lee.
Yeah.
Pat Godwin.
I'm here.
Jess Hooker.
Yep.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. He returns. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello back. A couple quick things. Mr. Godwin will be at One Night Stands, STAN''S.
Is it like a neon? It says One Night Stands out in front and the whole thing?
Yeah, it's a great club.
Is his name really Stan?
The guy that owns it, yeah.
It's in Waterford, Michigan, this Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, great club.
Now, am I correct in saying the term Stan now is a term referencing anyone know?
It is,
Yeah, kind of a stalker type.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because the M&M thing?
Yeah.
I have not heard this.
Oh, I was going to say, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. That's what it is?
Yeah.
We learned that from Al, didn't we?
I just remember learning it from Eminem years
song.
ago.
Great song.
Yeah, the Stan, the diehard fan that goes a little too far. Right now, we're going to go over that way. That is the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee. What else you got?
In New Zealand, they have more sheep than people, but the gap is closing. New government data shows 23.6 million sheep
gap closing too.
and 5.3 million people.
Wait a minute, hold it. Give me those numbers again.
23.6 million sheep
Okay.
and 5.3 million people.
Whoa!
What if those sheep rise up?
Yeah.
And
There's a movie about that called Black Sheep, about killers sheep.
Are you
Is it
serious?
It's
really?
actually pretty funny. Yeah.
Isn't there one about rabbits too?
Night of the Lepus.
Night of the
my
Lepus.
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know all this stuff.
Yes, and the rabbits go insane and kill people.
I
They're
feel like
giant.
you could
Not
give
very
Josh...
scary, though.
No?
No, of course, no, it isn't.
You could give Josh any premise and he knows the movie for it. That's wild.
Well, that would be about 4.5 sheep for every person in New Zealand if
Yeah, I
you're
knew
keeping
that.
track. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did it, my.
In 1982, it was 22 sheep per person.
Yeah, not
so
like the old
see,
days.
So they're getting more people.
they're getting more people or less sheep. What are they
So
doing?
good news for farm boys in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Got a better shot at a human.
Can you...
Where the man and her man and the sheep are afraid.
New Zealand's about the size of the United Kingdom, but it has a human population 13 times smaller than the UK.
Can you eat sheep?
Yeah.
Well, you get their legs apart.
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't it mutton, essentially?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Lamb?
Yeah.
No?
You ain't,
No.
you ain't seen nothing till you down on the mutton.
Is that the same thing? The sheeps and lambs are different?
Lambs are the same.
Remember that poor selling cereal, Mutton Honey? Now with real chunks of mutton.
And mint jelly, and it really didn't take off.
What else do we have here? Scientists say kissing someone who ate gluten is mostly safe for those of you with celiac disease.
Oh, okay.
Just in case you were worried.
Well, the people with,
Well, sure.
legit celiac have to worry about that.
Sure.
But the one of the stats is that the legit people are far fewer than there are many that think they are, but that aren't.
There are the legit people, but then there are the loud people that aren't legit.
Right.
Yes, I feel like it's the same with service animals at this point. Like,
Yeah.
right?
That's a very good analogy.
Yeah.
In a study, 10 couples kissed for 10 seconds after one ate 10 saltine crackers. Research. I love saltine
Can you
crackers.
taste the cracker?
Give me that tongue, Josh. Give me that tongue.
Researchers tested gluten levels in saliva with and without a water rinse. Gluten was transferred, but at a very low level, under 20 parts per million. That's considered safe for you gluten-free people.
Very unsatisfying.
Still, experts suggest drinking water before kissing just to be cautious.
I do that anyway, just to make sure I'm moist.
Findings were shared at the Digestive Disease Week 2025. Boy, how did we miss that?
Wait a minute. What is it?
Digestive Disease Week.
Oh, that's
It's a whole week, Tom. Why aren't we celebrating?
Oh, I had no idea.
We have Trucker Week.
Yeah.
Why can't
Shark
we do
Week?
Digestive disease
week?
This says people faking. Is it? You pronounce it celiac?
Celiac. Yeah. What'd you say?
I want to know by now.
It says, thank you, attention seeking, faking the illness to receive sympathy or special treatment.
That's what I do.
Yeah, Munchausen by proxy, the whole thing, man. You don't want any of
No,
it.
religion doesn't even come in.
Yeah, that's right. The Baron Munchausen. You're right.
Of course. Thank you very much. Christy, what else you got?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, I got something for you.
Oh,
What?
give it to her.
Yeah, an hour show that would be.
Tell her to, hey, Christy, Get in the car.
You'll like this, I think. Josh, I think, will be especially interested in this because you're such a film buff.
I'm a cinephile.
Yeah.
I used to work in the movie.
The Cannes Film Festival.
Sure.
Did you see this yesterday?
In France, yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're barring nudity on the red carpet.
I didn't know there was already nudity on the red carpet.
Well, they try to get away with it.
I
Yeah, a lot of
believe.
see-through.
Didn't the see-through blouse? That was like that was very in. Not that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Very big.
If you want to get an entertainment tonight, you've got to have some stunt.
It actually coincided with an appearance of the blue-tit bird.
Oh, it did?
The see-through.
Nudity was never previously endorsed at the festival, but they've updated their policy on the eve of the 78th edition of the Cannes Film Festival.
I wonder why.
Because there's the Hatted sisters. Is that their last names? Both of them wore. I mean, it was. There was nothing covering up their nipples. Like it was just out there.
Yeah, but in France, they go topless on the beach.
Yeah, why don't
They do indeed. Right at that
But
beach.
Some of those girls are not just showing that; they're showing.
Oh yeah, they showed the bush too.
Yeah.
And there's that famous song, They Don't Wear Pants, the other side of France. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
That's fact-based.
The naked
ladies wear no pants. Men are
So in Cannes,
have no underwear.
don't show up with your can hanging out. That would be funny if it were those. Who is it that goes up? Who does the red carpet all the time? Joan Rivers' daughter, whatever it is.
Well, she did, yeah.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Okay, I forget. Well, that's the last time I ever sat through that stupid.
Yeah.
So
Well, Joan Rivers, I haven't heard a lot.
You'd go. Wait a minute. Who are you not wearing?
Would you guys rather
I'm
go
wearing me.
Would you rather go to the Cannes Film Festival or be involved in a multiple car pileup?
You know what? I would rather go to the Cannes Film Festival. I think I would.
I think I'm going the other way.
Thank you very much. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.